This is a Wisconsin Sports Zone update.
Well, the Brewers got a 13-1 win over the Diamondbacks yesterday afternoon to grab 2 of 3 in the series. Milwaukee got a big day from William Contreras, who hit a 2-run shot and finished with 4 RBIs. Sal Frelick hit his 3rd home run of the season. Tyler Black had 3 RBIs, while DH Luis Rengifo also had 3 RBIs for the Crew. The pitching shut down Arizona throughout, but there was some concerning news as Brandon Woodruff was forced to leave the game in the 2nd inning after his velocity dipped. Here's more from manager Pat Murphy.
He doesn't feel like he's injured. He said, my arm's dead, nothing's coming out. I think we just have to be really cautious here. We're going to get him checked out. We're going to get him tested. We're going to get him everything he needs just in case with his history.
Milwaukee will now hit the road for 6 games, starting with the weekend series in Washington against the Nationals tonight. Turning to the Packers, they're going to open up their rookie minicamp today in Green Bay. The 2 days should feature the team's draft picks and undrafted free agents, along with some other young players. The veterans, they're finishing up week 2 of their offseason program as well.
For nearly 40 years, ABC Wisconsin Apprenticeship has been helping men and women transform themselves into highly skilled trade professionals. These skills are in demand and provide strong wages and benefits for a bright future. If you're a hands-on person who likes the feeling when you get projects done, apprenticeship could be for you. Go to buildyourcareerwi.org or just search online for ABC of Wisconsin.
The Milwaukee Bucks have their new head coach. That would be Taylor Jenkins, as they're finalizing a deal to make him their new man. Jenkins was a Bucks assistant in 2018 and 19, went 250 and 214, and made 3 postseasons across 6 seasons in Memphis with the Grizzlies. Jenkins, who is 41 years old, will be the 19th coach in the Milwaukee Bucks franchise history. For the Wisconsin Sports Zone Network, I'm Ebo.
Play it safe? Nah.
You gotta fight for your right.
We don't abide by your rules. Sometimes it's okay to get unruly. This is Over the Line from the Alpine Liquor Studio. Alpine Liquors, Dane County's largest independently owned liquor store. Proudly serving DeForest and beyond.
Well, would you look at that? It's Friday. TGIF made it. Made it. Made it. We are here. We have arrived. Good morning, everyone. 608-321-1670. If you want to get involved, easy to do. You pick up the phone and call that number, or you can text it in. Either way, you're getting a hold of us streaming online. You can go to our website, wiscosportszone.com, stream there. You could get our app, Wisco Sports Zone, or twitch.tv, YouTube, or my Twitter account, all at Ebo Says. Go get it on this fine, beautiful Friday. A little cold this morning. A little frost out there. A little chilly. Brrr. All right, wanted to, well, let's see here. Twitch is already popping off. Let's see, Mike and Portage, good morning, brother. Our guy, Hour of the Wolf Pod. Ebo, you stud. Thank you, you handsome son gun. Our guy all the way in Germany, Axel in Germany. He goes, hey ho, folks. 1st of May, May Day. Yes, indeed. Happy 1st. Greetings all the way from Germany. Our guy Axel. Axel, you the man, brother. I hope everything's going well. Axel popped over here to America. He checked out, he was in Chicago at Soldier Field, I do believe, for a Packers-Bears game, and then he checked out Lambeau Field, stopped by the studio. We checked out downtown Madison. That was awesome to see you, brother. Yeah, waiting for football. That's what, that's the bread and butter, baby. Really waiting for football. As, let's see, Packers start their rookie mini camp today. Their veterans are in week 2 of their offseason program. But for the rookies, obviously you get the draft class, you get the undrafted free agents, and then you'll get some of the younger guys. But mostly just get the rookies, get the feet wet a little bit, and go from there. And then not before you know, it's going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little bit that we're going to have football. But before you know it, we will have it. It will be a little bit, but before you know it, we will have it. And then speaking of football, what's going on with Well, we'll get to it. We have time. I don't want to get all right away. What I wanted to get to start the show wasn't Packers rookie minicamp, in this draft class. And we'll see how this draft class all unfolds. I was talking to Rob Reichel yesterday, our guy from Forbes.com. I'm like, Robbie, did the Packers get a big get with this in the secondary, the cornerback and Cisse? And he said, we don't know. Because you got to let this class play out. He goes, I thought Gutekunst had gotten, like Josh Jackson, for example. I thought he was a big get when the Packers got him. Turned out he wasn't. So you go, time will tell. Time will tell for the Green Bay Packers. I do, though, still, is the kicker. I'm still a fan of the kicker, okay? I still like the kicker. The final taste in my mouth for Brandon McManus wasn't good, okay? It wasn't good. Didn't care for it. And then this Packers team, Packers exercised Lucas Van Ness's fifth-year option. So despite recording only 8.5 sacks over his first 3 NFL seasons, the fifth-year option was picked up on his rookie deal yesterday for Lucas Van Ness. The deadline for teams to decide on fifth-year options for all 2023 first-rounders is today. So Van Ness is expected to make $13.8 million, fully guaranteed via the option in 2027. He'll make a little more than $3 million this coming season, which would have been the final year of his contract had the Packers passed on the option year. So with Van Ness, 2023, what was he, the 13th pick? Battled some injuries, a foot injury. Appeared in only 9 regular season games, posted just 1.5 sacks. He did have a sack in the wildcard playoff loss against the Bears. But Lucas Van Ness turned into Lucas Van Less. So this defense for the Packers, with this draft class, you hope it could be, I guess, immediate, but again, you don't know. And with 6 picks, the less you have to throw at the dartboard, the least the chance is that you'd have a guy that's going to, and maybe not, have a bigger impact. But I was doing a little perusing, and I saw, Kay Adams, huge name, obviously. Kay Adams, I think she kind of cosplays as a Packers fan. Maybe she is a Packers fan, but maybe pushed it a little bit. I was watching this yesterday. I wanted to play this. Kay Adams was talking about the Green Bay Packers and how she believed that the Packers are better than they were last year. That the Packers right now are better than they were last year. And it's time, obviously, to make a Super Bowl push. Here.
Let's talk about the Packers. Green Bay. I thought they took a major step forward last year, and that was before Micah and Jordan Love injuries late in the season. I liked what they had going on. And I hate how the season ended for them, and I think that's maybe why we're not talking about them as much. I'm not making excuses or letting them off the hook here, and, the way that things went, that can't happen. That's not like the standard, but it sort of does provide a little optimism in my eyes. Let's not forget, this team was in the number 2 seed spot in Week 14 before Micah gets hurt, before Jordan suffers that concussion, and that leads to 4 straight losses to end the regular season. That's why, and the playoff collapse in Chicago, those reasons are why and sort of out of their hands. I'm not making excuses like everyone in the NFL is that's an eye roll. I get it, but you can't sell me on the fact that they're not better than they were a year ago right now, especially fully healthy. Don't forget, they lost their number 1 question mark in Tucker Kraft. That was like a funeral being held for him when he went down because fans know he's the go-to guy. Golden, you got to be better than you were last year. You got to be more used, more chemistry, all of that. I love the vets they added on defense too. Zaire Franklin, Hargrave is there. Gannon, is that not a home run after losing Halfley? I love that. And I love that they went in on defensive talent in the draft with guys like Hamilton, you got to help me. Brandon Cisse.
There you go.
She said she loves the pick, but
nailed it.
Chris McClellan. Love it. I'm just learning these guys. He's a Mizzou guy, though, the D-tackle. Okay.
Yep, he is a big guy, space eater, going to dominate the middle of that defensive line. Excited about him.
Deny Dennis, and I got it, baby! Okay, and I really like this Trace Mack name. Great name. Phenomenal name. And what I learned about him is he's got unlimited range. Unlimited name. So Goody, all right. He addressed what he needed to. It's all. What else can you expect? I would be shocked if maybe I won't be shocked. This has to be the year. This is for everybody in Waukesha, Wisconsin, home of John Spytek, my family in Appleton and nearby Greenville, everybody at Brookfield Mall eating an Auntie Anne's pretzel. This is for everyone.
No one's eating at malls anymore, by the way.
Cheering on the Brewers to no avail year. This has to be the year that they push for.
And shout out to our friends in Appleton at the Score there. If Kay Adams right there. Sorry to Kay, but maybe I'm jaded as a Packers fan now. I'm not sure with how I'm feeling about Matt LaFleur coming back and the Packers losing 5 games in a row and how they lost to the Bears. Do you feel like the Green Bay Packers are better? Maybe I'm not sold on what she said there because she didn't really say much of anything. Proclaims that the Packers, she liked it before they even got Micah Parsons. Well, if that's the case, when Micah Parsons went down, they didn't win a single game. Now, I know Micah Parsons coming back is huge. Tucker Kraft coming back is huge. But do you believe that the Packers are better now, today, than they were last year? They have new coaches, new special teams coach, a new defensive coordinator, need someone to gel there. You have Micah Parsons, who's not going to be back to start the season. Tucker Kraft looks more muscular. I mean, you saw that. He looks better. Like, physically, we got to see what he does coming back from injury. Matt LaFleur is still there. The Packers are only getting more, I guess, under his tutelage, old in the tooth. Do you honestly feel like the Packers are in a better spot now than they were last year? And, again, shout out to Annie Ann's, as Kay Adams just said there. Love Annie Ann's. No one's in the mall anymore. I mean, I go to the mall once in a while, and I can say no one's there. I do love a good Annie Ann's every once in a while. Nobody's there. No one's walking around at the mall. I mean, I am once in a while. RJ, good morning.
Morning.
Are you at the mall? No. I still love the mall. No one's there, though. Nobody's there. It's remnants of an America stolen from you. Your past that you'll never get back again. A fading, distant memory that once held something near and dear to your heart, getting an Orange Julius and an Annie Ann's and walking around. Orange Julius isn't even there. There's just Annie Ann's last stands in the mall. Even the people in the kiosk telling you, remember when you'd walk down the mall and people in the middle, they'd have that little stand of something like some kind of like hair product and they'd grab you and they try to like get you to buy something. They're not even there anymore. They've given up. 608-321-1670. What's up, Burgess? What's going on?
Nothing much.
I do believe in the Packers right now. Do you think they're better now than they were at the end of last year?
Absolutely, if Kay Adams says so.
She didn't really even say anything, though.
No, she didn't.
I'll play it again coming up. I'm like, you're not really saying anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
my faith is waning in the Packers.
I mean,
maybe it's just because of the off season and there's nothing else to.
Especially when you have Silent Ed being like, I didn't know where it was coming from. The fans. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
5 straight losses at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Like, there is no way ever since Matt LaFleur dropped the all gas, no effing brakes. Mm-hmm. What do we see? Incomplete games.
We see him throwing the e-brake on in the fourth quarter.
Hard, too.
Yeah.
Whipping the donuts.
I just, and if it's truly one player sent the team spiraling, like Micah Parsons going down, then there's bigger problems than just one player going down in Micah Parsons. Derrick Henry's still running wild. You knew that Derrick Henry and the Ravens were going to run the ball. Tyler Huntley was the backup quarterback. You knew exactly what they were going to do. And you never stopped them from doing exactly what we all knew they were going to do. Just the way they lost to the Bears, 608-321-1670. Line 1, good morning.
Terry from the north
side.
There
he is, Tear Bear. What's up, Tear?
Well, first of all, are the Packers maybe better? But so is Detroit, so is Chicago, so is Minnesota. And as far and you know as well as I do, Evo, my family's in cowboy heaven. Matter of fact, one morning I woke up and all I seen was stars everywhere, for God's sake. I see Michael Parsons. We've had TV where we could watch the Cowboys every game. I had to suffer through it a lot of times.
Yeah.
But anyway, I watched Michael Parsons, and I watched him in Dallas, and not once can I remember him making a difference of the Cowboys even going close to a Super Bowl. Now he's in Green Bay. I do think this. I think because of the trade, I think because of Jerry Jones, Michael Parsons was playing his you-know-what off. Will he be the same the next year? Because, like I said, the previous few years I've seen him in Dallas, I mean, yeah, he had his moments, but in the playoff games, he did nothing. And the Cowboys would get romped almost every year in the playoffs. So, I mean, you can wave your little flag all you want on Parsons, but, I mean, the jury's out as far as I'm concerned. Can you get what you did last year? The tight end made a big difference. But, I mean, I would hope everybody would think they're better than they were last year. In basketball, I think the Atlanta Hawks wish they were better than they were yesterday, for God's sake.
Terry, you're on this stuff. That is right. Every year in the offseason, you should be getting better than you were last year. That's the plan, right?
Right, but when the season ends, there's always somebody that's going to get the number one pick.
Mm-hmm.
And Minnesota is extremely better. And at quarterback, I mean, they got to be 10 times better, though I don't think they're Super Bowl caliber, though I think they're capable of winning the division. Mm-hmm. And if Minnesota stays healthy, Detroit, if they get their coach quit going for it on fourth down so many times, they're certainly going to be better. You could argue every team in our division now has a quarterback. And that may be the first time, Evo, in, 20 years you could say that?
Mm.
Every team does. So are the Packers better? I think so. But I keep hearing Parsons. You know what? I think he's playing his butt off to prove Jerry Jones wrong. I don't know if you're going to get that performance again, especially after his injury. But time will tell, as they would say.
More will be revealed, Terry. More will be revealed.
That's why you wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yep.
Wait till next year.
Wait till hey, I've heard that from the Cubs for many, many years.
Terry, what else? What do they got cooking this weekend, man? What you got going on this weekend?
Oh, we got a lot. We got a lot going on. Got some family coming over. Got some brats flowing.
Nice.
And all that kind of stuff. We always do that. And then, of course, all them Cowboy people will be here. So I'm going to be hearing all about their draft and all this.
Boys. I
know more about the Cowboys than I know about anything because that's all I hear of my family. Cowboys.
Hell yeah.
But weather looks like it's going to be somewhat nice. A sweatshirt weather.
Yeah.
So
well, you enjoy it, Terry. Okay, you enjoy it, my brother.
I got to tell you this real quick, Evo.
Yeah.
I got the Camaro out.
Ooh.
I got the top down, and it was running a little rough,
mm-hmm.
And it was smoking a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Here where I had it, next year I got to remember to put tennis balls in the exhaust because a mouse climbed up in my exhaust where I had my bed.
Yeah.
And it fired out and it smashed against the guy's windshield behind me. I mean, I'm not kidding you. I mean, it was running rough. He was like,
hey, when you put the tennis ball in, make sure you remember to take it out, though, before you take that baby out, all right?
Oh, absolutely. Because what I'd like to do is find something soft like a softball.
Yeah.
Where, like, the main potty would eat it through it. But them damn little things sneak through everywhere out in my garage and all that stuff, But, yeah, so those of you guys who have older cars that you store, take a look at it. Make sure you take care of yourself.
Give it a once over. Terry, we love you, buddy. Have a great weekend, all right, my man?
Love you, buddy. Take care. Go Cubs. Bye.
All right. Terry's going to have a hell of a weekend. Got a bunch of Cowboys fans coming over. What's the opposite of a Mensa meeting?
Sub-Mensa?
You know the Mensa Club? It's like where all the beautiful minds, smart people get together. What's the opposite of that?
A Forrest Gump meeting?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's gonna be. I think it's called the Cowboys fan meeting. All right, we'll take a little break here. 608-321-1670. Are the Packers better? Do you feel like the Packers are better right now than they were last year? Something to talk about. We'll come right back.
At Kitty's place, I should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to road ride. Wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on a cat and drive. Stealing a young girl's hearts, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy.
Good morning. Son, isn't this great? Blue skies, fresh cut grass, birds chirping.
This is Over the Line.
You gonna recite me a poem? Easy.
On the Wisco Sports Zone.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is a Scotty one.
Well, this was for
Axel F.
This was for our guy Terry talking about the mouse that got in his Camaro's tailpipe. So you can put a tennis ball in there. Our guy Johnny Cribbage had texted him. What about the banana in the tailpipe?
There you go.
Beverly Hills Cop. What a gag. What a joke.
Or you could do the Peter Griffin.
It's funny, I was going to go play the scene.
Yeah.
I just typed in banana in the tailpipe, and the AI overview. They say, in reality, this prank rarely works, as exhaust pressure usually shoots the fruit out immediately, or the heat cooks it. While intended as a joke, it is a form of vehicle vandalism. That could...
It's kind of like
Well, yeah.
the little fried plantain on your side with your the Puerto Rican rice.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
I love
I
the
know.
fried plantain.
Oh, it's the best.
In reality, RJ, the banana usually does not create a strong enough seal. It will likely just get hot and be blasted out within minutes. So if you were wondering, the banana in the tailpipe,
Who would ruin that? For
it is a
somebody?
movie trick. It doesn't.
Who would ruin that for somebody? Just when you're trying to be like, oh, that'll never happen in a movie, and somebody's like, banana in the tailpipe.
Banana in the tailpipe. Hey, there's always money in the banana stand, too, okay?
Yeah, well, I don't know now.
that could be a little TV trick.
Yeah. If banana in the tailpipe won't work, how do I know banana stands make money?
I know you're jamming to this song, caller.
Yeah, I love it. Good morning. Happy Friday, guys. How are you?
TGIF, Cloud9.
Fantastic.
That actually is my top 5 movie.
Yeah, that's a good
one. That's in your top 5, Scott?
Yep.
What is your... let me guess. Beverly Hills Cop, Smokey and the Bandit.
Okay, Beverly Hills Cop is 5.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Bandit is 2.
Caddyshack
is 1.
Ghostbusters.
3.
Oof. Hold on, we got 4 of the top 5.
Yeah, we have 4 of the 5.
You know, and the fourth one, there could be a couple. Okay.
Howard the Duck.
No. Now, The Hunt for Red October is one of them.
Oh, good movie.
Good movie. Yeah, didn't see that one.
Under Siege.
Under Siege? Is that Steven Seagal?
That is Steven Seagal.
Nice, dude.
Yep. I wasn't crazy about the second one.
On the train?
That was not.
I mean, it was okay.
Well, it's not often that the sequel is better than the original, Scott.
It's only happened once.
Terminator 2.
Oh, no.
Empire Strikes Back.
Ace Ventura when
Ace Ventura.
Put the Revenge of the Nerds in the top 20.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, top 20. Got it.
Yeah. As far as the backers being better, it depends on what you're gauging it on.
Mm-hmm.
Wins and losses.
Okay.
But right now, I mean, we can't have wins and losses. So, yeah, what are we gauging it on, Scott? Perception.
It also depends on what this draft does and what the guys do coming in. That's like saying everybody thought Golden was going to be the receiver.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And he's good, but he didn't turn out to be the receiver.
Well, I mean, that was a 8-person.
Yeah, they had a lot of receivers, and Little Matt really didn't use him much, you know.
And I said this the other day. I have several complaints. The receivers have to learn how to catch.
Yep.
Too many times last year, Love got the ball to him, and it wasn't his fault. They just dropped it. Mm-hmm. Sometimes wide open. The second thing is clock management is going to be a big thing this year. Okay. Number 3 is you can't go on 4th and long in the middle of the field and not get anything and expect to win.
True.
Mm-hmm. And, as far as the overall is, I'm glad they didn't go super nuts on new players because overall the Green Bay is I would say a B to an A team, and the division is not that good.
Really?
I mean,
you knocking the Vikings, you knocking the downfall of the Lions. Bears are on the come up, Scott.
But again, what are you comparing to?
Yeah.
I mean, remember I said last year when the Bears were in first place, I said everybody can get beat in the division.
You're a smart man.
And look at Minnesota. 10 years ago, they lost 8 games. They won 8 games at the bye, and they lost 8 more 2 years in a row. Yeah. You know, Minnesota hasn't gotten a Super Bowl trophy at all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Chicago has gotten 1.
Yeah, Super Bowl shuffle.
Okay, actually, I have that. But the cutting through. Mm-hmm. So anyhow, as far as this weekend goes, it's Euchre Day for me.
Oh, nice.
We have about 20 to 25 players.
Good. Sounds like fun, Scott. I hope you have a great time. Hit us with that trivia now, baby. It's trivia time for me.
Hand-me-down world.
The Guess Who?
Yep.
By the way, any more entries today or not?
Nope. We're going to think it over the weekend, Scott.
Okay. The secret to my success from the soundtrack. No, who did the song?
Oh,
Night Ranger.
yeah.
Night Ranger, yep. In the Air Tonight.
Phil Collins.
Yep. Rambling On.
Led Zeppelin.
That Smell.
Skinner.
Skinner.
Yep. FM.
Adam Ant.
Steely
Nope.
Dan.
Steely Dan.
What was I thinking?
I don't know.
The movie FM.
Oh.
From the movie.
Yeah, from. I don't know what you were thinking.
The Grand Illusion.
Sticks.
Yep.
Waterloo.
ABBA.
Love in the Elevator.
Aerosmith.
Forever in Blue Jeans.
Neil Diamond.
Very good. Well, guys, have a great week and love you.
See you, buddy. See you, Scott.
Nope. We were on target there.
We were.
I mean, we almost hit a harmony, I think.
We also almost hit every single one of his top 5 movies, Scott, or RJ, for Scotty.
Well, we did find out 5 could have been, but actually, the 4th one could be a bunch of different
Yeah,
ones.
the 4th could have been Under Siege,
Yeah,
or...
But like,
I never would
number
have
5 was solid.
They all were solid.
We got 3, 2, and 1, but number 4 could be a lot.
Yeah. You know? He marches to the beat of his own drum. Line 2,
The
good
Stone
morning.
Ponies. And Linda Ronstadt.
Scott, don't lie. Howard the Duck is your number one. We already knew that.
He talks about Howard the Duck a lot.
It does. It's absolutely so terrible. After I started listening, I had never seen it before I started listening to this show, and I had to watch it. And within,
I mean, you didn't have to.
Curiosity.
Curiosity. Within like 3.5 minutes, I realized how terrible it was. But
isn't he a superhero? Isn't he part of Marvel? Howard the Duck?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's part of the MCU.
Right. Now, can we say that Beverly Hills Cop 2 is better than 1? I mean, it's amazing movie. I had to say it. I had to say it for sure.
It's his ranking.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna be honest. I have not watched either of those movies in a really long time. I have to go back and check.
Especially the part when they're in the club. You know, that's dynamite. You can't watch it on cable though during that part. But
Mike,
I digress on
what's
that.
going on? What else happening, brother?
Well, let's talk about the Packers a little bit. What Kay Adams said. Let's get right down to brass tacks
Let's
here.
do it.
The Packers will never be better as long as Matt LaFleur is the head coach. Never.
He coaches out of a place of fear.
Absolutely. The guy he can't finish the games, can't beat the teams he's supposed to beat. His eyebrows are distracting.
Well, you don't have to bring that into play, but you know.
It never happened. It's kind of like the part in Happy Gilmore that we've been playing this week. I was trying to think of things and just spewing things out at the time. But position-wise, QB, worse because of the backup quarterback. Running back, worse. We don't have a backup. Wide receiver, it's better. Offensive line, same. Tight ends, same. D-line, better. Linebackers, better. Secondary, better.
Are the
Kicker,
linebackers
unknown.
better?
I think so. I think I like Franklin. I like Franklin. I think a little bit better. And then also, I know you listen as edge rusher, but I really like that Sutton from Penn State. I mean, he's gonna be a hybrid guy. He's about linebacker size for NFL, and I think.
What do you think of the two new coaches, new DC, new special teams coordinator? I mean, there's. I know we wanted to get rid of Rich Bisaccia, but there's no continuity, right? It's someone new, and then it's obviously Jonathan Gannon coming back to be a DC after being a head coach.
D coordinator, I don't know. Special teams better. You really can't get much worse. I guess
it could have.
It improved over the last couple seasons.
It could have.
So they could go back down.
Yeah, we'll see.
So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, hope springs eternal. I think it's just still the sour taste in your mouth how it ended, and now Ed Policy thing and him like questioning why fans would question why he brought Matt LaFleur. That's still kind of bothering me. That sour taste in the mouth.
He says that, and he just goes into hiding the whole year. Like, why are you just hiding out? You're not talking to media. You're not. showing your face in public? Like, what's going on? Are you ashamed now that?
Well, he was
in your
on a
decision?
podcast.
I
He
don't
did
know.
a couple things.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. Anything else, brother?
I don't think so. It's Friday. I just had a baked potato for breakfast. It was amazing. I had a leftover one from the other
Nice.
night.
I got a big sweet potato ready to go for breakfast.
Hell yeah! I had some sour cream and onion Dean's dip, so that's what I threw on that potato. It was amazing.
Sounds great.
Sounds great.
Well,
yeah.
there you go. A spud a day keeps the doctor away, especially Wisconsin potatoes. Mike, have a good
Hell
weekend,
yeah.
buddy. See you on Twitch.
I see.
See you, man. Let's see here. People are daring me to play a song. All right. You dare me? Done. I'll play Neil Diamond. Don't you worry. All right, 608-321-1670. We'll take a little break here. This is for you, Phil Jackson, 86. Love your triangle offense. We'll come right back. Stick around.
Money talks, but it don't sing and dance and it don't walk. As long as I can have you here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans. Honey's sweet, but it ain't nothing next to baby's treat. And if you pardon me, I'd like to say we do okay forever in blue jeans. Baby, tonight, by the fire, all alone, you and I. Nothing around but the sound of my heart and your sighs. Money talks, but it can't sing and dance and it can't walk. As long as I can have you here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans, babe.
Good morning. Sun, isn't this great? Blue skies, fresh cut grass, birds chirping.
This is Over the Line.
You gonna recite me a poem? Easy.
On the Wisco Sports Zone.
Over the Line will resume in 5 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 4 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Welcome back in. Are you prepared to attack the weekend, RJ? The Kentucky Derby. We're gonna do attack some mint juleps and some bets.
Hell yeah.
Ladies in funny hats.
Oh, a good place to do that.
The Kentucky Derby.
Well, I've never been.
Me neither.
My dad
I'd like
used to go.
I'd like to go get drunk there and not pay attention to horse racing at all.
Yeah, my dad used to go with a group of buddies. They'd take like a bus that they'd rent, and it had like sleeping compartments on it. So
sweet.
They wouldn't pay there, and then they'd go to the Derby day, and then like get on the bus and drive back.
Sounds like a good time.
But yeah, it's everybody I know that's been says you have to go. It's a crazy day, even if you're not into horse racing. I mean, it's especially if you go to the infield. It's like a big old tailgate. You just have to dress up.
Yeah, you just got to look nice. Will Aaron Rodgers be in attendance with his boys, and will we get a confirm if he'll be playing for the Steelers or not? Randall Cobb, Aaron Rodgers, David Bakhtiari. Oh! Ooh! Will this be the moment that Rodgers reveals who his wife is to the public? I'm going to say no.
No.
Does she even exist? Or is it just a figment of ayahuasca brain's imagination? 608-321-1670, line 1, good morning.
Evo.
Hey, Ronnie! Ronnie! What's up, Ron?
Hey, if you had a pool, a 13-run pool
Yeah?
for the Brewers,
Yeah?
yeah, somebody would have won, man.
Yes, Ron, damn straight they would have. Someone would
Yeah,
have.
this one place where I used to work, we did that for a couple seasons. We'd pick out a game out of the week,
Yeah?
and have a 13-run pool,
Cool. Sounds fun.
and we'd throw a couple bucks in each game, and whoever won it, won the money, but nobody won it that week. You keep adding to the pot.
Right. Yep, makes sense to me. Ron, did you ever win it?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Once or twice I did, man. Won a few bucks.
Yep, then you bought drinks for the boys, I bet.
Yeah.
Nice. Sounds awesome, Ron. Let's start it up again. What do you say?
Hey. So, I got a song, one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, what is it?
Procol Harum, Whiter Shade of Pale.
Oh, yeah. It's a good one.
Ron, I'm going to play it for you, brother.
Hey, so in a couple weeks, are they coming out with an NFL schedule?
Yeah.
Or-
Yep. Coming out
Okay.
2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. Let's see,
Hey,
Ron.
I have one message for Matt LaFleur. This season, no excuses.
No excuses. I like that.
No excuses.
No excuses, Ron. No excuses.
So he better coach his you-know-what off this year.
Ass.
Huh?
Yeah. Ron, I couldn't have said it better myself. Ron, you have a great weekend, all right, brother?
Yeah, you too.
And go Brewers. See you, Ron.
Yeah, go Crew.
And
Yeah,
here's
see
your
ya.
song. Here's your song. Ron. See what... Throwing out requests. Here you go, Ronnie. Yeah, the NFL regular season schedule mid-May. Some insiders posting it'll be the week of May 11th. So you'll get that, second week of May. Somewhere in there. And then we'll do the predictions and all of that. It writes itself. We'll take a little break here. Let Ron listen to his song. Yeah, Brewers win in a big way, but we got a little not good with Brandon Woodruff. We'll talk about it coming up soon.
I was feeling kind of seasick. The crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder as the ceiling flew away. When we call out for another drink, the waiter brought a tray, and so it was little later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just go sleep. Turn the wine up, shade up
Are you gonna bark all day, little doggy?
This is Over the Line.
Or are you gonna bite?
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Brewers win in a big way. If you're in a 13-run pool like Ronnie, you're like, hell yeah.
We did it.
13-1 over the Diamondbacks. That's 2 of 3 of the series. That's another series win, but another injury creeping up for the Milwaukee Brewers. Brandon Woodruff had to leave in the second. Just a dead arm. No velocity. Nothing was there. That's not good. I like Brandon Woodruff. Brewers gave him a nice little contract, right?
Yep.
We missed his services for the majority of last year. He came back for a little bit, but then had to be shelved again. You're like, damn, this guy's awesome. Would love to see Woody pitch. And now a dead arm. We wait to see what happens with all the medicals coming out here. Let's see here. Low velocity prompts Woodruff's early exit.
Injuries, and so all that to say he would not be on the mound if he was having some issues. And now Pat Murphy and Chris Hook and Brad Epstein, the athletic trainer, all coming out. Something's just not quite right.
Or Woodruff, I should say, trying to gut through this concerning the velocity way down for Brandon Woodruff. And again, it's not necessarily even the velocity, it's the way that he's getting through the baseball, just kind of nice and easy almost. And trying to guard against something.
Yeah, yeah, you can almost tell. He can't quite get specific, but you can tell the way he's kind of showing the Brewers his problems. He has not thrown a fastball this inning, and Woodruff is going to have to exit. He tried to give it a go. You can see the frustration on his face.
Dang on, man. Dang him, man. Come on, dang him, man. Come on, man. Yeah, let's see here for his velocity. I saw his pitching chart. Get it to load here. Brandon Woodruff, let's see here. When he was trying the fastball, the highest it got for velocity was 86.9. And then it would just dip, and then he just switched to the away from it, and it was no good, RJ. It was no good.
No good.
And then Pat Murphy was talking about it. Here's Pat Murphy.
He doesn't feel like he's injured. He said, my arm's dead. Nothing's coming out. I think we just have to be really cautious here. We're going to get him checked out. We're going to get him tested. We're going to get him everything he needs just in case with his history.
Well, I hope you get him everything he needs.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I hope so. Let's see here. Brewers collectively holding their breath for the results, considering how far the 33-year-old's fastball has plummeted. Woodruff, who flirted with triple digits prior to his 2023 right shoulder surgery, had averaged a respectable 92.5 mile per hour on four-seam fastballs in his first 5 starts. But yesterday, on his 10 four-seamers, they averaged 85.4 miles per hour.
Maybe he was just trying something new.
Oh.
You don't know.
Yeah. Let's see here. No confirm of what's wrong yet. Just dead arm, I guess. Woodruff underwent surgery, obviously, in October of 2023. Sidelined all of 2024, and then part of the 25 season that was cut short after new injury concern of a right lat strain. And the club still extended Woody, a little over $22 million qualifying offer he accepted. It was marking the highest single-season salary for a pitcher in franchise history. We should have known right there should have been when the Brewers give big money to an older pitcher, there's always a...
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Oh, no.
They're like, oh, no.
Why did we do this?
Oh, no. Let's see here. Contreras was talking about him as well. I mean, Contreras had a hell of a day, by the way. 4 RBIs, a home run. Contreras was...
Yeah, he was on.
He was on it, dude. Contreras, though, on Woody, quote, I think I had a feeling there in the bullpen. Usually whenever he says he's got 2 more, he'll let it eat a little bit more. On those 2, there was something a little bit down. He said still the duo pressed forward. Quote, a ton of respect for him going out there and never backing down. I think it's a great learning lesson for the younger guys in the locker room to never back down. Just go out there and compete and be ready for the moment. Well, sometimes you got to listen to your body, too. But I get it. When you're an ultra competitor and you're in that position, you don't want to let anyone down. Probably go out there and force yourself to see if you can work through it.
Mm-hmm.
Woody's first pitch of the game was a 4-seamer at 84.2 miles per hour, and it didn't improve as he tried to settle in. So yeah,
it didn't do anything.
That's got to be tough though, man. You're coming off that injury. You've been gone for so long. You get that big qualifying offer. You start the season out feeling all right. And all of a sudden, your first 4-seamer's 84.2 miles per hour. Immediately, you're just like,
yikes.
Something ain't right here.
Hey, guys.
But hey, Brewers do win in a big way. They'll have the Nationals now.
Nationals,
up here.
Yeah.
They'll be away from home for about 6 games. Not about, 6 games. Starting in Washington tonight. And they are still 4th in the NL Central. Reds 20-11. The Reds are they real, RJ?
It seems that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. Cubs 19-12, Cardinals 18-13, Brewers 16-14, and the Pirates 16-16. Could we see by coming back on Monday 1, maybe 2, hopefully not, just 1 team finally below 500 in the NL Central?
Yeah, hopefully not.
If it's 2 teams, that would be the Brewers and the Pirates. So hopefully just the Pirates. I'd like to see them continue on all above 500. That'd be cool. But if it's 1 team, please let it be the Pirates. Please, please. Yeah, the fastball for Woody. More will be revealed. More will be revealed. We'll take a little break here. 608-321-1670. RJ, can you name this band?
Oh.
One-hit wonder.
Yep.
90s. Brandon Woodruff's what doesn't have velocity on it?
Arm.
Yeah, but what is his arm? What's he throwing?
Ball.
Yes. What speed is the ball though?
Fastball.
There. What's the band's name?
Fastball.
There you go. Well done, RJ. We'll come right back.
I knew it the whole time.
Drank up the wine and they got to talking. We now had more important things to say. And when the car broke down, they started walking.
This is a Wisconsin Sports Zone update.
Well, the Brewers got a 13-1 win over the Diamondbacks yesterday afternoon to grab 2 of 3 in the series. Milwaukee got a big day from William Contreras, who hit a 2-run shot and finished with 4 RBIs. Sal Frelick hit his 3rd home run of the season. Tyler Black had 3 RBIs, while DH Luis Rengifo also had 3 RBIs for the Crew. The pitching shut down Arizona throughout, but there was some concerning news as Brandon Woodruff was forced to leave the game in the 2nd inning after his velocity dipped. Here's more from manager Pat Murphy.
He doesn't feel like he's injured. He said, my arm's dead. Nothing's coming out. I think we just have to be really cautious here. We're going to get him checked out. We're going to get him tested. We're going to get him everything he needs just in case with his history.
Milwaukee will now hit the road for 6 games, starting with the weekend series in Washington against the Nationals tonight. Turning to the Packers, they're going to open up their rookie minicamp today in Green Bay. The 2 days should feature the team's draft picks and undrafted free agents, along with some other young players. The veterans, they're finishing up week 2 of their offseason program as well.
For nearly 40 years, ABC Wisconsin Apprenticeship has been helping men and women transform themselves into highly skilled trade professionals. These skills are in demand and provide strong wages and benefits for a bright future. If you're a hands-on person who likes the feeling when you get projects done, apprenticeship could be for you. Go to buildyourcareerwi.org or just search online for ABC of Wisconsin.
The Milwaukee Bucks have their new head coach. That would be Taylor Jenkins, as they're finalizing a deal to make him their new man. Jenkins was a Bucks assistant in 2018 and 19, went 250 and 214, and made 3 postseasons across 6 seasons in Memphis with the Grizzlies. Jenkins, who is 41 years old, will be the 19th coach in the Milwaukee Bucks franchise history. For the Wisconsin Sports Zone Network, I'm Ebo.
Play it safe? Nah.
You gotta fight for your right.
We don't abide by your rules. Sometimes it's okay to get unruly. This is Over the Line from the Alpine Liquor Studio. Alpine Liquors, Dane County's largest independently owned liquor store. Proudly serving DeForest and beyond.
All right, welcome back. Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
Coming up, baby. Be honest, I never really get into. The only time I ever got into to horse racing, actually, it wasn't even horses. My dad would take me to dog racing. What was that? Was that Dubuque? Where was that?
Dubuque.
I was a wee little lad. We'd go. I vaguely remember the greyhounds running around.
There's one in. Was one in.
It's not around
Illinois
anymore, right?
Somewhere.
Like,
no, they got The dog park is gone.
yeah. I wonder if they would have went and tried to take the dogs from that, like they did there in. What was the place? Ridgeland? What's where the people just tried to take over? Is it Ridgeland? Ritalin?
Ridgeland, I think.
Ritalin? No, that's a drug.
Take your Ritalin, dude.
I wonder if that. I vaguely remember as a kid going there and betting on the dogs.
Oh, they were gonna say
on the dogs.
I thought you meant Ridgeland. I was like, oh, you went there as a kid, huh? All right.
It's a very distant memory I have of the Greyhounds. Well, that was okay, right? Like you could do that. Like was that legal? Dubuque, right? I think it was Dubuque. Yeah. Did the Dells have one? Dubuque. Anyways,
I don't think you could dog race here.
No.
In the state.
Never really taken to the horse racing. I do like partying though for the Kentucky Derby. That's always fun. I always miss the race though, RJ. Like,
it's
you know how I am in public. I get to be a social butterfly.
How it goes.
I'm such a social butterfly in public. Then you get we're all partying for an event and you get a couple drinks in me. And all of a sudden the race is over. And I didn't even know it started. You know, like what happened? They're like, oh, you know this. I mean, who won? And I go,
what are we doing here?
And they're like, I don't. Most people around me, they'll be like, I have no idea. So I'm not sure. Yeah, the horse racing, I don't know. But you got, are you going to be doing a little betting on it, RJ? You got a little friend group going out?
Yeah, possibly.
Okay.
We'll see how the day goes, but I mean, we did it last year. We actually made out pretty good last year.
Oh boy.
Probably get together and do it again.
Good. I like that. I like that for you. You know Warren Buffett? I mean, you know of Warren Buffett?
Yeah, I do know of Warren Buffett.
I saw this story coming up from him. He was recently telling CNBC about sports betting.
Oh.
You want to know what he said about it? He said it's a tax on stupidity.
Okay.
There's a little brief peek into here.
I mean, that's if you win.
Well, it is called, it's called betting. It's not called winning.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people have had a lot of success financially. Warren Buffett's probably one of the best guys to have success financially, right?
He's gambled on other stuff.
He's gambling on things that like maybe aren't sports, but
yeah, still gambling.
He's telling front office sports that sports betting, it's a tax on stupidity. Let's see here. Quote, to the extent that states raise money from people who the dollar really means something to them, it actually relieves the taxes on me or other rich people, says Warren Buffett. It's not direct, but it's the net effect. Buffett should like the fact that in 2025 alone, sports betting raised $2.89 billion in tax revenue for the states that have legalized it. Let's see here. Quote, I don't like things that make a sucker out of people, Warren Buffett said. I don't think the function of the government is to play its people for suckers. Oh boy, do I got news for you though, Warren.
Yeah. I mean, what are we talking
They
about?
play you for suckers every day. The benefit to state governments is one of the rarely discussed realities of sports betting. Yes, the sportsbook are making billions. To the extent the states have justified legalized sports betting by taking a piece of the action, they are too. But it all comes back to the reality of sports betting. And prediction markets, they don't make anything. They traffic in money. The system was engineered to vacuum as much money as possible from bettors and, in turn, to redistribute as little as possible back to them. As a result, an enormous imbalance exists, and the bettors are the ones experiencing the wrong end of it. Well, yeah. we know this. And again, even the professionals, the professional bettors who do this for a living, like our guy Dave Essler, who I just texted Dave, he's indisposed today, can't.
Yeah. Professional
Professional bettors, their winnings are around 52-53%. That's what they hit. That's their percentage. So when they're making bets, they're barely hitting. I think the best ones hit around 55%. So it's 53 to 55%. Those are professional bettors. That's their win rate, 53 to 55%. So imagine in Warren Buffett in this case, it's a tax on stupidity. It's the Joe Schmo out there. I'm not saying they're stupid, but how often do you make bets and you win? It's a bit, like for me, for example, I was doing that stupid Cal sheet thing. I'll never do that again. And that's a prediction market. You're still betting.
Mm-hmm.
I thought for sure I was going to win all my bets. I didn't win any of them. I won one. I won one. And the other I got cheated out of it because I said Cardi B would perform at the Super Bowl. The camera cut to Cardi B. She was dancing. They said it wasn't a performance. How is it not a performance?
Yeah.
And even if you can win, they'll try to cheat you out of their money. So Warren Buffett says it's a tax on stupidity? Sure. Yeah, it is. Isn't it so sweet when you hit, though, RJ?
Yeah.
Isn't it oh so sweet when you hit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is. That's what. Hey, 16% of gamblers quit right before they hit it big. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
608-321-1670, line one. Good morning.
Always give up.
Hey, good morning. It's Pete from Austin.
Pete, how you been, brother? How you been, man?
I've been pretty good. I just retired a couple weeks ago, so
Hell yeah.
I'm. Thanks. It was time.
Congrats, man.
There was a dog racing park outside of Delavan.
Was there?
Okay.
I vaguely, as a little kid, I vaguely remember being at one.
Yeah, I never went there. I was more into let's go to the burger and get drunk and
Hell yeah.
one of us drive home, that kind of thing. But I wanted to tell you something. You are really on the ball when it comes to music trivia and everything. And
Thank you.
you're welcome. But back in the day, I had no idea who these guys were. You know, I mean, I knew who they were and everything, and listened to their music and stuff. But I wouldn't be able to pick them out in a crowd.
Yeah.
But then along came the Philippines when I was stationed over there, and we had MTV came out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's what he looks like. Oh my God. But But I wanted you to ask, I can't remember his name, the guy that was in the Philippines. And he might have been there at the same time I was, and I always wanted to ask if he was. I can't think of his. He calls in all the time. But there was a woman there that was the Filipino version of Valerie Bertinelli.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and we were just, our fantasies came alive.
That's funny. Pete, you're funny,
so
man.
Anyway, Sasquatch, is that who it is?
Sasquatch Mike. Yep.
Yeah.
By the way, he's not called in quite some time. I wonder if he's okay. Yes, Sasquatch Mike.
Well, if you ask him if he happened to have been there, because I was there between 83, 84, 85.
Okay. That
So,
sounds.
I'm just
How
curious.
old are you, Pete? How old are you? How old are you? Sorry.
65.
Okay, I think Sasquatch is late 50s, so I think he was there a little bit after you, I want to say. If he does call, I'll ask him, though.
Yeah. Next, I'd be curious to know if we hit the same places and stuff, because Philippines was, I know he probably has stories. I have stories, stuff that I can't, stuff you can't repeat over the phone, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
But it was crazy. But anyway, you guys are doing great.
Thanks, Pete.
I get to listen to you now every day.
I love it, man. Well, it's nice hearing from you, man. Don't be a stranger, okay? All right, brother. Much love. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Good to see you.
Yep, bye-bye.
Yeah, I haven't heard from Sasquatch. We haven't heard from Sasquatch Mike in a while. I was just thinking about him last night. I'm like, wondering what Sasquatch has been up to. Wonder if they got him, stuck him in a re-education camp or something, And Sasquatch, he's no stranger to sharing things on air that may be a little out there. That's why he won Call of the Year last year.
He did.
Speaking of calls, line 2. Good morning.
Sasquatch. That's an interesting subject, Sasquatch.
Eric, I was, by the way, Kyrie Kumite. Last night, yesterday afternoon, I should say, I watched this very well done documentary. I got to get the name of it for you. It was on Prime, and it was about the Sasquatch. What the hell? Where'd it go? I got to find it again. Great documentary on Sasquatch. I believed all of these people, too. It was very well done. It was all about Sasquatch in Washington and Oregon and California. It was, I'll have to send it to you. I believe in the Squatch.
I believe too. Otherwise known as Bigfoot, right?
Yes.
Bigfoot.
Correct.
And I just like how that's just such a name that drives to the point, right?
Yes.
Because they found his tracks.
Tons of
found
them.
his tracks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they're like, wow, this guy's got a big foot. And it's exactly like a human foot, except it's just big.
Yeah.
Like, and I've used the term Bigfoot at work many times because, like, we'll do cost savings for the company, and these guys will be like, they'll come up with, well, we did this, and that'll save this many steps, and then this will save this, so that'll turn into $8 trillion. And I said, that's 8 trillion Bigfoot bucks, ain't it? And they're like, Bigfoot bucks? I'm like, yeah, it's like Bigfoot. We've heard about him, but we've never seen it, That's what that cost savings was. Bigfoot, you're going to be drowning in Bigfoot bucks. When it comes to Bigfoot bucks, I'm a trillionaire. I've saved the company trillions of Bigfoot bucks.
Yeah, I think maybe this is it. Here we go. Discovering Bigfoot.
Right.
Journey into the heart of Sasquatch country with Todd. Was this it? No, maybe this wasn't it. I watched 2 of them, and then I watched Escape from New York, and then my wife took the remote away from me. And she said, you're no longer allowed to watch anything tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I only got to the part where Snake Plissken was first dropped off into New York, and then she grabbed the remote from me and said, "You're not allowed to watch anything else tonight. I'm now choosing what we watch."
She's the captain.
Yes.
She's the captain.
I
now.
am the captain now.
I mean, I tried to tell her Escape from New York, one of the greatest movies ever made, and she'd enjoy it more than the Sasquatch documentaries. She did not believe me, though.
Well, can't start it off with those two things and then change it to something after she's already bored.
I said, sit down and you learn something.
You do. Have you ever sat in and on interviews for new employees?
No.
Have you ever done that, Eagle?
I've had to interview people that wanted to be new employees.
You have. You've sat in on those then. You've been like the primary interviewer.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Not a sit-in.
It's awful.
Terrible.
I sit in on them sometimes. I don't know why. And I'm going to start to, like, on my eyelids, I'm going to start to write, get out. And then I'm just going to put, get out.
Get out.
But I like the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And the answer is always, I'm going to be a productive, capable employee, pushing progression for more Bigfoot money here at this place. And I like to throw everybody off then, and I say, I see myself in 5 years wandering the wilderness like Kung Fu.
Ooh.
With an electric guitar.
Oh.
And I sit down and I play David Gilmour solos for all the animals in the woods. Deer, birds, foxes, beavers.
The big feets.
Big feet.
Yep.
Big feet can come in.
Big feet
That'd
can
be
come.
a whole tribe of them.
Yep.
You got Bigfoot. He's on when he's by himself, but then the plural, a flock of Bigfoots is big feet. So you got a flock of big feet in there. Have you ever wondered about people who put the silhouette of Bigfoot in their yard?
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder about them people.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I just assume it's like they're like, I believe. I believe. I want to believe.
I believe in Harvey Dent.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a world we live in. What a world we live in.
I know.
So
hell of a world. Eric?
Well, you guys, we're to the you got anything else stage of the call.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I don't even know where else.
Go.
I don't know what else. Do I say that a lot? I'm gonna start saying something new.
No, don't, because it's really a signal to get out. It really is.
Are you blinking? Are you blinking at me right now? Get out.
I'm blinking at you right now.
Get out. Get out.
And that's what the audience is saying.
Get
I
out.
can guarantee you that.
Eric, we love you so much.
Hey, you have a great weekend.
You too, buddy. See ya.
Yep. Bye.
Listen, you can only go. It took me 2 days to watch one Bigfoot documentary because she kept wanting my wife to change it. I finally finished it, and then I got to one that was better than the one previous. And then I pressed my luck, RJ.
Oh.
I put on Escape from New York.
You said no whammies. Stop. And then Jen said, you've landed on a whammy.
I pressed my luck for Escape from New York. Amazing movie. And I
not Escape from LA.
I didn't even get the opportunity to see Snake Plissken Escape from New York. He got dropped off in New York, and then it got changed. I said, I need resolution. What happens? She goes, you've seen this movie 30 times. You know what happens.
You don't know that.
It's like, yeah, but it's so good every time.
You just don't get it.
Snake Plissken is one of the greatest characters ever. Does he escape?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Didn't we lock you in a dumpster?
Line
yeah,
3, good morning.
What's up, fellas? How we doing today?
Jason?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Whoa.
Good morning.
What's up, long time? It's been a minute, brother. How you been?
Hey, I have been great, and I do have a little morning radio business that we need to take care of here real quick.
Please, yes.
So I've taken another job, and I'm now longer commuting into the La Crosse, Onalaska area. So, and this week we were talking about nicknames, Big Juicy or Big Citrus or whatever we were talking about earlier this week. I think I got to change Jason from lacrosse to something else.
Okay. Well,
So,
okay.
no.
Okay.
I don't want to pick my own, so I'm going to give you a few choices that I've had over the years.
Okay.
And maybe you can, number one is just simple, Bex. B-E-X.
Bex.
Okay, number one. Number two was a short time, small group, but it was college, Big Kahuna.
Oh.
And number three is the most recent and probably easiest, and is JB. So I don't know which one of those.
I'm
which one of those do you?
I'm partial to JB.
Yeah, I am too. But then again, I'm RJ. So.
Yes, I like that too, and that's been the majority of my life. But I didn't know if you had any other callers that are JB. I haven't heard any.
No, you'd be the only JB. The only JB. There's only one JB that we don't like around here now. That's John Blackwell. But he's just
he's gone.
But he's gone.
Yeah.
So we don't care.
He's, persona non grata, John Blackwell.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Now he's just another guy in the way. We don't care anymore. So yeah, you can have the JB moniker.
All right, I'm now JB. We'll go JB from now on, and I'm still listening. Like I said, my schedule's a little different, but I'm getting dialed in now, so I'll be back a little more frequently.
No worries here. No worries here. I'm on our text line right now. So Jason from lacrosse, you will now be JB. And just for a mental note, I'm just writing a mental note to myself, formally Jason in lacrosse. And then I will eventually change that. So I'm just, And the last thing, And the last thing we texted about was obviously about Forrest Gump and the harmonica thing being hilarious, but policy
Absolutely.
is right here waiting for LaFleur, Richard Marks. Hey, how you feeling about the Packers and Matt LaFleur coming up, JB?
I'm always an optimist before the Packer season starts. I don't know. LaFleur drives me crazy. Some of this. I'm not happy about the player poll. That does not bode well in the locker room. Doesn't feel that way about the coach. So I'm tentatively optimistic. I think they've got the talent. They just need to put it all together. So we'll see. Tough division.
More will be
Tough
revealed.
division.
Yep.
But I do want to say one thing about Phil Longo. His name came up yesterday.
His name did come up yesterday, yes.
Phil Longo sent the same amount of players from little Sam Houston to the NFL draft this year that the Wisconsin Badgers did. So you got to give him.
Jason, it's funny you say that. I looked that up yesterday to see if the one did make it from Sam Houston. I figured not, but I just had to double check, and you are right. It was the same amount. 0.
Yes. I Googled that right away when I heard you talking about it. I was like, damn,
I was Googling it at the same time you were, dude.
I was like, please, 7th round, get there. But anyway, yeah.
All right, brother.
It's always next year. Take care, guys.
All right,
Have a good
JB.
one.
See you, JB.
Yeah.
That's great. I looked this up. Oh, yeah.
No, when we were talking about Phil Longo, and the Badger football team had since 1978, no one's drafted, and then we were making fun of Phil Longo. We're not making fun, just talking about things not working out for Luke Fickell. And I Googled, did anyone make it to the draft from Sam Houston? And it was 0. Same amount though as Luke Fickell.
Oh, well,
Same amount. All right, RJ. Let's take a little break here. Escape from New York. What a... I'm going to have to hurry home and watch it before Jen gets back from work. It's a short day for her today. She gets done early today on Friday, so I'll have to sneak home a little earlier, make sure I can squeeze Escape from New York in. You gonna kill me, Snake? Not now, I'm too tired. Maybe later. We'll come right back.
This is Over the Line.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration? I didn't mean to do that.
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Please, continue.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
I love this. On some Reddit forums about the Packers. Is there pressure on the Packers this season? At face value, that's one of the dumbest questions I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Every year there's pressure on every single team in the NFL, especially when you bear the G. The G stands for greatness. The 13-time NFL champions. Yes, there's pressure. Especially when you got the Chicago Bears coming up like they're doing. Is Caleb Williams the truth? Are the Bears? Does it go through Soldier Field, Chicago now for the NFC North? Is the time of the Lions over? Is little Kyler Murray? Is he going to be able to put the team like the Vikings on his small stature and lift them up? Matt LaFleur, though, getting a little long in the tooth. I think Matt LaFleur, isn't he the longest tenured coach?
Yeah.
For us, what's Andy Reid? Longest tenured coach?
Oh, I thought you were just talking about the division.
Oh, yeah, division, yeah.
No.
Andy Reid is,
yeah.
And then I think it's all right, I think LaFleur's like 4th or 5th because it's got to go Reid, McVay, Shanahan because they've been longer than LaFleur. But yes, in the division, yes. Is there pressure? You're damn straight there's pressure. Micah Parsons. I mean, there's pressure to win a game. It's been 5 in a row. Like, jeez. So, yes, when I see this, is there pressure for the Packers this season? Yes, there's a ton of pressure. Every year that they don't win the Super Bowl, the fan base, what's it like for being a Packers fan, RJ? It's always a Super Bowl or bust, right?
Yeah. Should never be anything but.
Exactly. So, yes. And they swung for the fences with Micah Parsons. I mean, you sacrificed a first-round pick this year and a first-round pick next year. It was a win-now move for Brian Gutekunst to put you over the hump to be a Super Bowl contender. And when Micah Parsons was healthy, the Packers looked like a Super Bowl contender. And then, obviously Tucker Kraft went down. That hurt. You had Micah Parsons going down. They didn't win a single game since.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, of course there's pressure. Are they better now than where they were when the season ended against the Bears? Well, you lost some pieces. You got some new coordinators.
Really? Yeah, it's really. We don't know.
Matthew, I mean, you lost some wide receivers, running back. You have Josh Jacobs, and who's the backup? Marshawn Lloyd. The guy's played in one game. Barely. He's always hurt. I mean, there's positions you're like, okay, can Matthew Golden step up wide receiver? Who's going to be back up to Josh Jacobs? Could Tucker Kraft coming off an ACL be good? Could Micah Parsons, when he's back, him coming off ACL injury, can he be good? You'd think, hopefully, yeah. But we'll see. More will be revealed. So. 608-321-1670, line 1. Good morning. Line 1, go.
You might be on mute.
And you're gone.
Oh.
Waited on hold that long for that. That's a tough scene.
Looks like he's tied for 4th.
Dean. Dean says it goes through Indiana, not Chicago. Oh, yes, the Indiana Bears.
He and Zach Taylor were both hired in 2019.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Shanahan, McVay, and Reed are above them.
The Bears Stadium decision. NFL tells Bears that Chicago is not a viable option. A day after the Illinois governor warned the Chicago Bears that moving to Indiana would cost them team fans, the team met with the NFL Stadium Committee on Wednesday to present progress on the 2 potential sites for a new stadium project in Arlington Heights or Hammond, Indiana. The Bears are waiting for the Illinois Senate to pass the mega projects legislation bill that passed the House last week, though the team is hoping for new amendments to be added. The team also met with leaders in Northwest Indiana amid the state of Illinois being tardy in passing the bill. Let's see here. Poor Courtney Cronin of ESPN, the league stadium committee, told the Bears that the proposed site in Arlington Heights and Hammond were the only 2 viable options. The committee told the Bears they need to act very quickly in deciding to build in Illinois or Indiana. One or the other. Ooh. 608-321-1670. Line 1, good morning.
2 scoops.
Scoop it up, baby. Scoop it up.
2 scoops in every box.
Like putting your whole mouth in the bowl.
What? Raisin Bran?
Box of what, RJ? Raisin Bran, that's right. Brainwashed.
Hell
so,
yeah.
You're talking about the Packers and all the pieces that are missing, right?
Yeah, do the pieces fit?
You ever played Jenga?
Of course.
I tried to explain this to Grant one day. The Green Bay Packers, ever seen a Jenga stack where it's like it's just full of holes and kind of about ready to go down?
Yeah, it's teetering.
That's what the Packers team looks like right now. It's just, and I'm not criticizing. That's what the Vikings look like all the time. But that's what you're missing so many pieces, and I would make the argument, because you just said it, I don't think anybody else has said it, that you didn't win a game after Micah Parsons went down.
Yeah. Not one.
So I'm going to make the argument then, right? I think you're the first person that's put it that way. Micah Parsons down, don't win a game. And I think in today's NFL, when you look at all the teams over the years, if one person goes down, it's more than that, right?
Yes.
It has to be.
Yes.
It's more than just that. Because if that's the case,
there's more problems. If one guy going down causes you never to win another single game, there's more than there's just one guy.
Yeah, there's bigger problems.
Yes.
There's bigger problems. So So yeah, we got that going for us, and well, everything's going to be great. Everything's going to be great.
Good. Everything's going to be just fine.
I just wanted to point out your team's shortcomings, all right? Because I just wanted to do that. I want to make you feel bad, Evil, about your team.
No one can ever make me feel bad, Eric. I'm always on cloud 9.
So, all right. Well,
Eric, you have yourself a.
Anything else? Anything else, Evil?
Let's see. I'm blinking. Get out. I'm blinking. Get out again.
All right.
See you.
Get out.
See you, buddy. See you, brother. See you.
Yep.
Yeah. Got to get out to the long break. RJ, we have an update on the story that keeps giving.
Do we?
There's a new wrinkle in the story that keeps giving.
Oh, I like that. I always like wrinkles.
I'll explain coming up. Stick around.
Something else I don't understand, motivation tapes.
This is Over the Line.
Suddenly everybody needs to be motivated? It's a fairly simple thing. Either you want to do something or you don't.
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 5 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 4 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Can you wrap your mind around this one? Packers picked up the 5th-year option for edge Lucas Van Ness. Guarantees his 2027 salary at about $13.8 million.
Yeah.
Enters 2026 as the number 2 edge behind Micah Parsons. Isn't that a drop-off?
Well, we'll find out.
Team appears confident in a healthy Lucas Van Ness after he missed half of last year with a foot injury. I thought it was Lucas Van Wes. Got him.
Got him.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, Tim.
I would have not, but that's just me. I'm not a GM though. I'm just an idiot with the mic. I would have not.
Okay, let's compare some college stats here.
Okay.
Which of these players would you rather have?
Okay.
And this is just their college stats. Somebody who averaged 2.63 total tackles per game.
2.63 total tackles per game.
0.72 tackles for loss per game.
Okay.
And half a sack per game.
Okay.
Or somebody who averaged 2.29 total tackles per game.
Mm-hmm.
0.63 tackles for loss per game.
Mm-hmm.
Or 0.43 sacks per game. Which one would you like?
The one with the better numbers.
Okay. That is Lucas Van Ness's college stats.
Okay.
In 27 games.
Okay.
None ever as a starter.
No. Yeah, because he was not a starter. That was a big talking point.
The others are...
Because Iowa didn't do that.
Yeah, the others are Danny Dennis Sutton in 55 games.
Oh.
That's a 4-year career at Penn State.
Okay.
Now, I will say, his numbers technically get better in his final 2 years. Where
well, that's good. You want to be getting
29
better.
games as a starter, but they're still less.
And he was a starter,
Lucas
though,
Van
right? Like
Ness.
he was, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
But
hey, we were talking with Rob Reichel yesterday. Robbie said he really liked the linebacker.
well, yeah, but like he statistically looks exactly like Lucas Van Ness. He was a starter though.
Yeah.
Like I get liking it because there's.
You gotta see how well it all plays out. But,
He also has double the games.
Yeah.
So that's good.
That is good.
That
is good.
But still, I mean, statistically, very similar.
You know what's crazy? That Lucas Van Ness now's got a 5th-year option. Where has the time gone? Doesn't that seem very quick of a time frame?
It does.
Doesn't
but,
seem like
I mean,
it.
I guess when he hasn't been a starter, has been injured, it's the same thing that's happened to him at Iowa. It's like he has a quiet career, and I mean, he got it drafted, but another 3-name Big Ten rush end.
How's Goody at getting a guy to get after the quarterback? He's good at picking him up with
Well, he's whiffed on 3 Big Ten rush ends so far. And picked up another Big Ten rush end in a trade.
Yeah.
So he likes his Big Ten rush ends, but they seem to not do anything.
608-321-1670. Line 1, good morning.
Yo.
Hey, Kinger. What's going on? What's happening?
Yeah, not much. Just got done with work and just trying to ease in and just relax.
Yeah, just chill, baby.
Happy that just chill. Just after a long night, hard night stocking freight, putting box on shelf. You know, it's a little more difficult than some people may think, but you know, it's exhausting. You know, repeat, but
hey, go make that money, baby. Go make that money.
Yeah, right. You know, just want to live the simple life, you know.
Yep.
But anyways, you know, and Brewers getting the win yesterday. I was happy, excited. They at least knew how to score some runs again. But the whole Woody, oof.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Maybe, you know. I mean, granted, he did agree to that contract. So I mean, that's on the Brewers offering one. Maybe we kept him just a little too long, but.
Yeah, hopefully his arm's not dead. Hopefully it's okay.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, you know.
Maybe you just slept. Maybe you just slept on it wrong. You know.
Yeah, you know, it was tingly. You know, the stranger came by. But
hey, what did you think of Alex and Nakumbo getting the first pitch last night or yesterday afternoon for the Milwaukee Brewers?
Good for him.
Yeah,
I didn't see it, but good for him. You know,
he was wearing the Wisco jersey too.
That's how you
well, maybe the curse is slightly being lifted. Yeah, maybe, but right, you know, you were talking about what you were watching. What 2 different Bigfoot documentaries, and then Lost in New York, or what?
Escape from New York. Escape from New York.
My bad.
Please get it right.
Right. Yeah. Well, there was a contestant on Jeopardy last night, and somehow he was able to trick his wife to have a Rocky-themed wedding.
Sweet.
What? How do you trick somebody into that?
Well, it's love.
It is love.
Okay.
Blind love.
And I mean, apparently they're still together, and now I think he said she's a Rocky fan now too. So I mean, if Rocky can't bring 2 people together, I don't know what can.
My wife did turn on the Hulk Hogan documentary, and it was the episode where it talks about Hulk telling Vince McMahon Sr. that he quit because he's going to go star in or have a cameo in the Rocky 3 movie.
Yeah.
So that I did get a little Rocky because of the wife last night, so that was nice.
There you go.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've seen the first 2. I haven't watched the last 2 episodes yet of the Hogan documentary, so don't spoil it.
Oh, I have. It's pretty good.
I'm only 2 or 3 episodes in. 3. It's really good.
Yeah, there's 4. So I mean, but cool. I can't wait to see the other 2. So, but unfortunately, I know how it ends. So.
Yeah, he dies. Spoiler.
Whoa.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Oh. Yeah.
What? Hold on. What?
You know, Roger, you must not have seen the last episode. Then you said you watched it all, right? He dies. Hulk Hogan is.
I thought this was all work.
No, it's not a work. This is real, dude.
What? Oh man, got to rethink some of the jokes
I
made.
Jeez.
Oh. Well, anyways, leave it at that. Hopefully, Brewers can get some redemption on the Nationals out east. Keep those runs scoring and get some dubs.
Tell him, Kinger. Kinger, you are a treasure and a treat. We love you more than anything.
Yeah, you guys have a good day.
You too.
Adios, muchachos.
Adios.
I'm trying not to say, do you have anything else? That's my tell, I guess. I'm trying not to say that anymore in a phone call. Got to keep people guessing. So I need something new. I can't tell you what it is because then it'll give it away. So from now on, I'm going to try and not say anything else on your mind, or whatever the hell. Is that what I say? Anything else? Yeah, that. You got anything else? I'm gonna try to think of something new.
What else you got?
What else you got?
Why are you still talking? Oh, I like that one. Do why are you still talking?
RJ, could you do me a solid? Could you go get Mike from Joey's son?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the step challenge is over, isn't it?
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
So I'll say RJ's on his way. All right, when we come back, the story that keeps on giving. The gift that keeps on giving. Stick around. We'll be right back.
This is Over the Line.
I want you to be nice until it's time to not be nice.
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Who's going to drive you? Who's going to save you from driving, RJ? The story that keeps on giving here, Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel. We have to go back in the timeline here. There was, remember when the story first broke, RJ, and then once it started to get a little extra juicy?
Yeah.
The story came out that Diana Rossini saved an old man and a dog from a flipped car.
A week prior.
Yeah. Like, this was like the good PR that Diana Rossini was putting out there?
Yeah.
Well, we go back to that twist, as now more is being revealed. The plot is thickens.
Oh, no.
Days after the NFL journalist resigned from the New York Times over photographs published with Mike Vrabel interlocking hands with the New England Patriots coach, he was involved in a dramatic rescue of an elderly man who had gotten in a scary car accident. But like almost everything in the tale of this, things are not as simple as that, RJ. Apparently, Diana Rossini was first noted as saving an elderly man, and a dog from the car. But now local cops and bystanders confirm that is not the case. Apparently, Diana Rossini did not save anyone from that. Did you see this, RJ?
Yeah,
did you see this?
I did.
It was a fellow resident of northern New Jersey when interviewed about the crash. Rossini had indeed come up to the street to help with the crash, but it was the tipster's husband, not Rossini, who had freed the driver and his dog by ripping open the canvas roof of the Jeep. Rossini merely held the dog's leash after the pet had been released from the wreckage.
Oh, man.
So Diana Rossini, her good publicity turns out to be a fabrication.
Whoever her agent is has a horrible PR team. Horrible. Like, you got to scrub everything off the internet, which can't happen now because
everything's there.
Found it and took the video.
They found the playlist she made for Mike Vrabel during his losing streak a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Like, I can't wait for the next turn of the page.
Bob Seger or Metallica?
Well, that turn the page is moving on.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
turning the page to keep going.
This page is being turned back to be like, well, actually.
It's like a choose your own adventure now.
Yeah.
Do you want to actually be the hero? Move to page 74. Do you want to be found out to actually have done nothing? Go back to page 2.
This story I can't get enough of the story.
It's great.
So Diana Rossini, I mean, she was there. She helped. She held the dog's leash.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There with her mom and kids.
Yeah. So there you go. At least her PR team is trying to give her some good news.
Yeah. Oh.
She needs, and I don't listen. I don't blame her either. Like, she shouldn't lose a job for this or anything. But like, when you under this much scrutiny from an NFL head coach for the Patriots and then her, like, you're gonna get this kind of publicity whether you like it or not.
Yeah. Well,
it never really works out. You ever heard somebody? When Jack started cheating on his wife, things really turned out really good for him. You never really heard that. It's like, when John started smoking meth, he really turned his life around.
Really
you never really hear anything like that,
no,
do you?
You really don't.
Yeah, when Mike started stepping on his wife and his kids, his life really it got a lot better for him. You never hear that. You never hear that. Anyways. RJ, have a great weekend, man.
You too.
Good luck on the Kentucky Derby. We got Mike from Joey's song and scoreboards and set list coming up. We'll be right back.
There I am, up on the stage. Here I go, playing the star again. There I go, turn the page. Well, you walk into a restaurant.
This is a Wisconsin Sports Zone update.
Well, the Brewers got a 13-1 win over the Diamondbacks yesterday afternoon to grab 2 of 3 in the series. Milwaukee got a big day from William Contreras, who hit a 2-run shot and finished with 4 RBIs. Sal Frelick hit his 3rd home run of the season. Tyler Black had 3 RBIs, while DH Luis Rengifo also had 3 RBIs for the Crew. The pitching shut down Arizona throughout, but there was some concerning news as Brandon Woodruff was forced to leave the game in the 2nd inning after his velocity dipped. Here's more from manager Pat Murphy.
He doesn't feel like he's injured. He said, my arm's dead. Nothing's coming out. I think we just have to be really cautious here. We're going to get him checked out. We're going to get him tested. We're going to get him everything he needs just in case with his history.
Milwaukee will now hit the road for 6 games, starting with the weekend series in Washington against the Nationals tonight. Turning to the Packers, they're going to open up their rookie minicamp today in Green Bay. The 2 days should feature the team's draft picks and undrafted free agents, along with some other young players. The veterans, they're finishing up week 2 of their offseason program as well.
For nearly 40 years, ABC Wisconsin Apprenticeship has been helping men and women transform themselves into highly skilled trade professionals. These skills are in demand and provide strong wages and benefits for a bright future. If you're a hands-on person who likes the feeling when you get projects done, apprenticeship could be for you. Go to buildyourcareerwi.org or just search online for ABC of Wisconsin.
The Milwaukee Bucks have their new head coach. That would be Taylor Jenkins, as they're finalizing a deal to make him their new man. Jenkins was a Bucks assistant in 2018 and 19, went 250 and 214, and made 3 postseasons across 6 seasons in Memphis with the Grizzlies. Jenkins, who is 41 years old, will be the 19th coach in the Milwaukee Bucks franchise history. For the Wisconsin Sports Zone Network, I'm Ebo.
Play it safe? Nah.
You gotta fight for your right.
We don't abide by your rules. Sometimes it's okay to get unruly. This is Over the Line from the Alpine Liquor Studio. Alpine Liquors, Dane County's largest independently owned liquor store. Proudly serving DeForest and beyond.
What I like to do for Fridays at 8 o'clock, it's the pregnant pause. It's for editing. Scoreboards and set lists. Episode 3, our guy Mike from Joey's Song in the house. Mike, how we doing, brother?
Ebo, it's a Friday. That's all I got to say.
TGIF.
Yeah, no
So earlier this morning, we had someone call in and was asking about some of your stories, Mike. And when it comes to some of your stories, you got a lot of really good ones.
I do.
And for scoreboards and set lists here, what we love to do is we both love sports. We both really love music.
Yep.
And Mike has got the way more stories than I do when it comes to music, and a way more cooler people that he hangs out with when it comes to music. And one of our guys, Robbie, had called in, and he was asking about Cheap Trick.
Yep.
And this is a nice story that you have. And for people that are in Madison and have been around a little longer than I have, they know of these places as well. I wish I would have been there. I never was. Headliners, right?
Yes,
Headliners.
I worked at Headliners.
So give us, Robbie had asked about the Cheap Trick story.
Yep.
Did they perform under different names?
They did. So they were known for a number of different reasons. There were 2 names that I know that they had. One was the Horny Bulls, and the other was the Randy Men. And I don't remember exactly. I think that was the Randy Men with this. So Tom Peterson had left Cheap Trick after the first 5 or 6 records to go off solo, and so they needed to run some sample gigs. So they did one at Headliners. I don't remember if it was John Brandt or Pete Comita. They had 2 bass players after Tom left. I don't remember if it was John or Pete. So they did a secret show that was coming up. And so they did it as the Randy Men, but I think it was the Randy Men. The interesting thing about it is this was 1980. I'm going to get it all mixed up. Doesn't matter.
They all blend together, right? Kind of in that time frame?
Yeah, till about last Thursday, to be blunt and honest with you. Kids say no. The thing that was interesting is that was also Bunny and Rick went and played with John Lennon on that Double Fantasy. There's some bootlegs out there that. So when they announced the Horny Bulls thing, there was like maybe it's John Lennon, who is it kind of stuff. Anyway, it ended up being Cheap Trick, and they did a show, and they worked with their new thing. The place was packed because you can't keep a secret too well. And obviously, if you're the owner of Headliners, you want people to really know who that is. Yeah, exactly. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Well, I'd suppose getting a secret out in the early mid-'80s is a little different than it is now, right?
Absolutely. It was definitely the grapevine, right? You made sure that this was more of a way that you got it out there.
Did anyone make a flyer up really quick and go put it up on the little screen print or something?
All I know is the place was freaking packed because that was, literally the 5th album. They were one of the biggest bands in the world, and they were playing at our little 1,000-seat club in Madison. So it was
crazy.
It was great, and they are such a Midwest and Wisconsin institution, and they still are.
Did he have Did Rick have the 5
Five neck.
The five neck guitar.
Oh, that's a great question. He used to, when he was more agile, he used to have a platform that he would stand up on, and he doesn't do that anymore because I think getting to the stage is a big deal. No offense, Rick. Love you.
Well, I don't even know how you get down to the fourth or even the fifth neck of that guitar.
Yeah,
Like, what do you,
yeah.
What do you do?
I'm not sure 3 of the 4 of them even work. So
it's just like when you got all those Marshall amps, the half stacks behind you. Only one of them is even probably on. It's just for show.
I got a great story though about a Marshall amp. So, as we know, Rick comes and plays Joey's song with us most years.
Yep.
And he always brings the Budokan amp. So you have to remember back in those days, they had the big stacks, but you just played into a small little Marshall. And he brought it. He brings it every year. And these big artists, Go-Go's and Bangles and Goo Goo Dolls, are all taking their picture next to the amp.
Of course, you have to.
This is the Budokan amp, and it's got all the stickers and everything on it. So, I mean, everybody is such a fan. It's like, let's take pictures of stuff, not even with people. Here's a thing I'm taking a picture with. So,
the amp is good. The guitar iconic, the amp iconic, and
absolutely.
What is iconic too is headliners. I mean, that kind of started how Joey's song. As now we get these artists into the Sylvie coming up January 8th and 9th here, benefiting epilepsy research.
Yep.
So is that where it kind of started with? Joey's song, your song, and then epilepsy, but as headliners kind of where you can look back and be like, this is how I know these guys?
Oh, yeah. That's my connection with Butch, right? Butch Vig, multi-Grammy winning producer, is my friend from those college days back in the 80s in Madison. He was kicking around with Spooner, who we were all sure was going to be the next big band, and circumstances get in the way. And that's a lot of that history, and that's what led me. And honestly, Ebo, it's also how I learned how the business works too, right? Because it's not like a Little Rascals episode of, hey, let's put on a show and you slap a poster up and people show up to sing. So, yeah, if it hadn't been for that, I wouldn't understand how it all works. And it's all about relationships, right? It's all about relationships.
Yeah, but you bring up a good point, though, of putting on a show. It's even in, like, radio when you want to do, like, an event somewhere, you just can't put up a poster and be like, oh, come.
Yeah.
Like a Little Rascals episode, because then you'll just end up looking like the guy putting your eye in the tailpipe. Getting the
absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially now, you were talking about it earlier on spreading the word. The word is out on anything and everything. So you've got to cut through the noise, and you've got to give people a reason to come because there's a million things to do. And 98% of the stuff you can do, you can also do at home by live streaming it on your phone, so you can go somewhere without leaving your house too. Right? So it's difficult, and it's one of the harder things about putting on live events, even for a good cause.
To your point, though, about staying home and like maybe live streaming something, which is cool and all, but there's something about Joey's song, for example. You have this is art, live art that will never, ever, ever be duplicated ever again. So why not be there in person to see it, experience it, because that will never happen again.
Yeah, you got to play on the FOMO, right?
Yeah.
Fear of missing out. And when you have these, it's not only what's planned, but as you and I have talked about many, many times, it's the magic moments that you don't plan on that happen. A couple of years ago, we had a gospel choir on there, and Corey Chisel, who's one of our regular artists, was singing I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner. They had rehearsed a 4-minute version in rehearsal. It ended up going about 8 minutes because Corey and the lead female singer from this gospel thing got into one of those back and forths. Everybody, I'm pretty sure if you look at the tape, the band stopped playing because we couldn't believe it. It was like one of those unbelievable moments. They were both in the zone, and they were both going, and the crowd was just, and that's the stuff that I couldn't even tell you is going to happen.
Yeah, you don't know. Like it's like something that's beaming down from the heavens, like out of nowhere.
They're channeling it, but that's the art that you're talking about. You can produce all you want, but it's the art that makes it happen. And whether that's a solo or a song that somebody goes into, there's something about
flow state. You don't know if someone's going to get in that flow state up there. You know,
absolutely.
Especially when you have all those kind of musicians getting together for Joey's song that are so good at what they do. It just. And all of a sudden, one will play off another, and then you're in some kind of zone that you never thought you'd ever be in with some guy that you never performed with before, and all.
On
and
a song you've never played live before. Oh yeah,
and you're just in the moment.
And that's where the magic happens, and that's the kind of stuff that a lot of people that I hear from after the fact say, I didn't understand, and now I do. Right? Whether even some of the artists tell me that. We've told those stories on the air before too. You can't describe what the event is because it's There's nothing else like it. There's not even it's sort of like that. It's not sort of like anything. And then once people come, they all walk out with a little light bulb over
Well, it's
their
great
head
because
going,
now it's 2 days, 2 nights.
Yeah,
It's 2 nights for Joey's song.
Absolutely.
When did the switch happen for 2 nights? That was recent, right?
A couple years ago we started doing it. If you really wanted me to turn this into an inside baseball, part of it is it helps me defray some of the costs, right? Because I'm bringing all these artists in. So everybody should know all these artists, Go-Go's, Bangles, Goo Goo Dolls, play for free.
Yeah.
They don't take a penny to come. I fly them in and feed them and water them and all that other stuff and house them. So I've got them all coming in. If I can do 2 nights, different nights, they're not the same night, both nights in a row. More tickets, more sponsor dollars for the same cost. It's just another set of hotel rooms. So that's one of the reasons we did it. The other reason, which is, again, under the category of good problem to have, I've got all these people coming into town for 3 and 4 days. Let's utilize them. I don't want somebody to come in and feel like I sang one song and then I was done, right? So we do a couple songs both nights, different nights. So there's a whole number of reasons to do it. And why waste having this amazing talent in town with just one show? Have them come in and do 2.
Is Joey's song looking for volunteers too?
Always.
Okay, because I know Marquette Ron, we call him here on the show, Ron Jordan. He geeks out every time because he gets to drive around some of his favorite. He's like, I'm like the Uber or the taxi driver for some of my favorite artists growing up, and he just is like a giddy little schoolboy when he's talking about it.
He bribes the heck out of me when I put out the artist list of who he would like to drive. Every year he picks and chooses.
So if people want to volunteer for Joey's song,
just find us, go to the website, contact@joeysong.org, and we've got lots of different opportunities to help during the year and the weekend of the show.
I love it, and I can't wait for January 8th and 9th for Joey's song.
That's it.
Mike and I, scoreboards and set lists here, and we like talking our sports and our music, obviously, and Mike hits me up around Wednesdays, and he's like, I'm thinking about talking about this week. And speaking of giddy little schoolboys, you're talking about music videos, Mike.
Absolutely.
And what are music videos now, and what were they? I was thinking of, because Fountains of Wayne, they're part of Joey's song, right?
Absolutely.
2003, I'm like about 13.
I know where this is going.
13, 14, I'm coming into my own a little bit,
Absolutely.
There's this band called Fountains of Wayne. They got a hit called Stacy's Mom. And I'm turning on MTV and I'm watching Stacy's Mom on the music video. I'm like, hey.
She had it going on.
I think I liked Stacy's Mom. She got it going on.
Yeah.
But when it comes to music videos for you, I mean, I look at, for me, it was TRL, like MTV. You have TRL, you have Carson Daly, you've had, it was really like, I remember, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, then Limp Bizkit coming out, like all of these. And then as I got a little older, I liked my history. And then it was like the original ones.
Go back to the 80s.
Go back. And that's where you come in. Like,
So, again, we do.
not to age you.
Yeah, here we go again, this whole boomer versus
not to age you.
Millennial thing. MTV came out right when I was in college and right when I was 18, back when the drinking age in Wisconsin was 18. So the greatest hobby you had was coming home from the bars and then just zoning out on music videos for 3 hours until you woke up the next morning with, drool down your face and all that other stuff. So we were around for the birth of MTV. It was a new thing. Cable was new, MTV was new, and there weren't that many videos at that point, right? So for those first couple years, I mean, I saw Stray Cat strut more than I would care to, which great song, great video, but that was part of it. It was kind of the same thing, and it wasn't really diverse. It was pretty rockery and pretty white.
Yeah.
And it just eventually started to grow. But for us, it was miraculous. It was, a door opening up because you could now see these bands. There were still the performance videos, but there were lots of the weird stuff. And now, of course, it looks like it's a third-grade art project because the technology was minimal, to say the least. But that did wonders for breaking new music.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was where you heard, because, again, there was, like in Madison, there was one, maybe 2 top 40 stations, and they played the same, 10 songs over and over again. And so this was the way you saw bands like Flock of Seagulls and Duran.
Did you get your hair cut like a Flock of Seagulls?
I did not.
Did you do the cut?
I did not.
That's good.
My one embarrassing photo, well, there's lots of embarrassing photos, was I tried to have the Gary Rickrath from REO Speedwagon perm.
The perm?
I did that once. I did do that.
Hey, the perm's kind of back right now with the younger kids. The perm's kind of back.
So I'm hip all of a sudden.
The broccoli heads, they call them now.
Is that what it is? My son and I call the thing from before with the llamas.
It's funny you bring up that hairstyle. I was watching Limp Bizkit Nookies video,
Yeah.
and Fred Durst got the backwards Yankees cap, and he's got the Adidas Superstar shoes on. You know what I had to go and get? I had to go get the backwards fitted cap, and I had the Adidas Superstar
Absolutely,
shoes.
man.
You had to, because that was like, I remember watching it and being like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Right.
Mike texted me yesterday about music videos. I happened to have been watching DMX's Rough Riders Anthem music video. You just caught me. I love DMX. And then as a kid watching that, I wanted so bad to be riding on a four-wheeler in like the streets of New York City.
Absolutely.
Never happened, but I still wanted to live that moment.
Yeah. And that, we had talked about the good versus bad. There's an argument that says it's good, right? In the chance you get to see and understand the message. And there's the bad, because part of the beauty of music is you creating your own image in your head of what the song is and it's about. And sometimes that can define it. But I overall think it was a great thing for the music business, and I think it's a good thing for connecting with fans. I
think it's fantastic. I think it's kind of I don't know if it's a lost art now.
Yeah, you could argue that. You could argue that it is, because, well, and now we can get into a whole TED talk on the finances of the business. But back in the day, the record company was pushing the tours, and they would do the videos and unlimited budgets, and now it's kind of flipped around and reversed. So you don't have the budgets that you had in the past to do that, and it's a whole thing. But I think it was. We talked about this last week, right? The interruption, right? What's the interruption of the thing? And that was certainly an interruption in the 80s, akin to the digital stuff now and ubiquitous songs on your phone and all that. For those of us that were growing up in it, it was like.
Do you have a favorite music video?
Oh my, yes, absolutely. Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I actually have a story behind that one, too. Not that I was involved in it, but I was coming of age in that, and Queen was my band growing up, and this was before MTV. And the only place you could see that was on the Midnight Special or Don Kirshner's rock concert. None of those might mean anything to you, but they were like midnight performance shows.
Sure, yeah.
And we didn't have it in Madison. The closest station was Rockford that carried it. Now, again, for all you older folks, rabbit ears and tinfoil on the rabbit ears.
I had that as a kid.
In order to get Rockford, I had to be, stay up till midnight, because that's when it was on, because it was the midnight special, and get the tinfoils just right, just to watch it grainy. But that was huge, and that was the eye opener for me, and that. Being able to see that.
I'm trying to think of mine. I mean, I have obviously some of the first ones I remember. I would say probably Beastie Boys Sabotage.
Yeah.
Just because of I love like old kung fu movies and the Godzilla stuff, and to see the robot fighting the Beastie Boy.
But they were doing storytelling, and that's the beauty of that
Correct.
band, is that they took it as an adjunct. I hate to use big words this early in the morning.
It's not that early.
It's not that big of a word either, now that I think about it. As an adjunct, they used it to enhance the art as opposed to a promotional thing. I had a friend just text me the other day. She was in Detroit at the Ford Museum, and they were doing technology. And there's a thing, one of the quotes said, the beauty of MTV is the people watching it didn't realize they were watching 5-minute commercials for the whole thing, which is perfect. And that's what it was, right? And then you had bands like Beastie Boys and some of those that took it to the next level and said, no, this is part of it, not an ad for that. The video's part of the song.
And speaking of Beastie Boys, tied into Joey's song.
We're hoping.
We got our fingers crossed.
We're hoping, yes.
All right. More will be revealed on that front.
Yeah.
And then I guess the other one I really like, because when I heard the song, the music video fit when I saw the video in my mind, Black Hole Sun, Soundgarden.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of how I envisioned, Chris Cornell and Soundgarden, like in that dreamscape kind of.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a little break here. Scoreboards and set lists. Mike from Joey's Song hanging out. We'll be right back.
This is Over the Line.
It's also illegal.
It's not illegal. It's frowned upon.
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Like numbers beyond that you can dial. Our guy Mike from Joey's Song in the house, hanging out with scoreboards and set lists. Mike, you're gonna stir fry us in our walk right now, all right, brother? You like your sugar with coffee and cream?
Dude, you are dropping knowledge on me.
I had a lot of time. I grew up on a small hobby farm in the country, and I was the only child there.
Yeah.
I had a lot of time in a boombox in my room. So
To memorize lyrics. Yes.
you got it, man.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And Mike, we were talking here for Joey's Song. We're raising money. We're fighting against epilepsy here, raising money for research. And we were talking about your favorite artists, favorite music videos, and you brought up an individual.
Yep, Prince.
Prince. Who doesn't love Prince?
I got the.
Oh, you got the symbol.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize. I don't think I've ever seen your tattoos, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You always got the long sleeves on.
Yeah, well, I'm very shy.
You're a cool MFer, you know.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Man. I'm telling you. So Prince, bunch of different. We're talking about videos, and obviously Prince was I keep using bad for iconic, right? I mean,
totally.
The breakthrough at that point and the crossover between the black and the white community and all that other stuff, and Purple Rain was, a movie, was not just A Hard Day's Night, which was great, right? I mean, it was more than that.
Yeah.
But Prince himself had epilepsy, which a lot of people don't know.
See, I did not know that.
Yeah, and He was a little controversial in the epilepsy community because he claimed he controlled it with his mind, and that's how he stopped. So,
when you're a megastar like that, I think some things you start thinking things that you know.
Yeah, I think he was pretty sure a lot of stuff came from the heavens on down, and it's hard to argue with that. But those videos. So the best quote I ever heard about Prince is, "He's the only guy in makeup and high heels that could steal your girlfriend."
Dame blouses.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. But he was another artist. He took, in my opinion, so there's a lot of backlash on just the performance videos where people go and mime their songs, and it's like, oh, you're cheating, right? R.E.M. notoriously, until the end of their career, never did that, never would mime a song.
I think a Foreigner's Cold as Ice in front of that train.
Yeah, that's right. Or Journey did Separate Ways where they air banned it, right? But Prince, I feel like those performance videos that he didn't feel like performance videos. That makes any sense, right? They felt artistic, and maybe it's just because he was the consummate performer, and those
I think
songs,
everything he did was artistic.
yeah,
right.
and done that way. If you ever get a chance, go up to Paisley Park. I don't know if you ever taken the tour.
No,
up
I
there.
want to so bad,
you
though.
You should, because they tell some great stories, and you understand more about him. But the literally on call 24/7 because inspiration would strike, and someday those 12 billion songs in the vault will come out. But he was, again, we were very fortunate in the 80s because you had artists, even if you weren't into their music, you were into their art. I wasn't a huge Madonna, well, I was a huge Madonna guy because I was a male of a certain age at that point.
Course,
But I not necessarily would have put on Into the Groove to, relax on a Saturday. But again,
I played that song yesterday on the show.
Well, there you go.
Going in the break.
Check and
I like it.
made.
It's my guilty pleasure sometimes.
That's
a little.
Okay. I've got a few of those too. But the art that those people were creating visually is set the stage for. I mean, there was no template, and they created the template that a lot of bands still use today. But Prince was, Mount Rushmore type stuff.
Oh
as well.
yeah,
I mean,
and the only thing, two thumbs up that's purple and from Minnesota would be Prince. When it comes to the Vikings,
yep. Not a thing.
No.
Nope.
And on the scoreboard side of things here, Mike, for scoreboard and set lists, I got to ask you, man, how you feeling about the Packers? We've had a little downtime right now.
Yep.
The draft just concluded, and we were talking today about do we feel like the Packers are better off than they were when the season ended? How do you feel about Matt LaFleur and the Packers this coming season?
Oh, man, wow.
That's a loaded question, I know.
It is. The thing that I love about being a Packer fan, and it frustrates the hell out of me at the exact same time, is they always take the long view on stuff. We're not splashy free agents. We're not, it's not what we do. We've got a great track record with 5th and 6th round draft picks. I mean, if you look where a lot of our stuff has come from, but that's so hard to feel in the moment of the draft. I mean, a Christian Watson or a Matthew Golden, you can go, okay, you got all the attributes. But it's the line where our bones are usually made, and we need to beef that up a little bit if we want Jordan Love to be around for a while. I really.
You still believe in Matt LaFleur? You still holding on?
See, I don't. Yeah, I think so.
It's that weird. It's that gray area though. You're
but you also got to know who you're going to bring in to replace him. And
there's always that.
There's nobody. I mean, maybe there's a Ben Johnson out there. I don't know. But
this year's going to be very telling.
Yeah,
very telling year,
and in a very tough division now too. It's no longer. It's like the NL Central in baseball, right? It's freaking.
You say that now because the Cubs are rattling off wins.
I saw a thing this morning. Everybody in the NL Central has a better record than everybody in the AL Central. So it's a.
Yes, that is correct.
It is. It's a thing. So that to me is going to be the big challenge for the Packers is playing it. And I haven't looked at the schedule. I don't even know if the
schedule's coming out second week of May.
Yeah,
so coming up here.
But I know we got 6 games against really good teams.
Yep, that's right.
Even the Bears are good.
That's my biggest concern is the Chicago Bears in the North.
Because it hurts so much. Did I tell you the story last year at the Joey Song Saturday was the night of the Packer-Bears game, the playoff game?
You did not tell me the story.
We had a TV screen behind the drum kit.
Oh, no.
So everybody was watching the game as it was going on. So kind of to drag artists out. So literally, if you can see the video, it's on our YouTube page. If you look behind the drum kit on the right, on stage left, You'll see a whole bunch of people
Watching
for their
Bears,
whole
Packers.
night like this, looking down, like, why are they watching the feet of the drummer?
So let me ask you this for Joey's song then, because Butch Vig, because you were so kind to get Butch Vig on the show, and we got to talk to Butch Vig, huge Packers fan, gigantic Packers fan,
the biggest.
and he's there with Joey's song. He's producing, right? Like he's there, he's making sure everything's. What's Butch Vig doing when there's Bears Packers playoffs and he's got a concert to produce?
Well, the funniest thing about that is we shot a promo video back in September when Garbage came through Madison there at the Sylvie, and did a whole bunch of promos, and one of them was Duke and Butch saying, and make sure you're there Saturday, be there or be square. And I, off camera, like a smart Alex, said, unless there's a Packers playoff game. And Butch said, yeah, unless there's a Packers playoff game, then Joey's song. So obviously we used that the week leading up to it. But his chair was the one right in front of the TV. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, all right. So he's one eye here, one eye there.
Dude, his email sign off is sent from Lambeau Field. That's how big of a Packer fan he is.
Yeah,
so
that's
no,
awesome.
he's huge, and he knows all the history because he's of my age, and we've talked about this. That grew up with those 70s and 80s Packers teams. So if you lived through that and you're still a fan,
you're a fan for life.
You get it. But I'm always optimistic as long as you've got a quarterback in the NFL, there's hope.
Yep. I love that.
There's no other sport like that.
There's hope for that, and hope as we fight against and the research for epilepsy. If people want to get a hold of Joey's song or volunteer everything, how can they do so?
JoeySong.org is the website, and on all the socials, we're at Joey Song. So if you type that in, we're big enough now where we come up.
I love it, man. Awesome. I can't wait to do it again next Friday, as always, every Friday.
You got it, man.
Mike, much love. Have a great weekend.
You bet, Ebo.
Scoreboards and set lists. We'll be right back.
A world of never-ending happiness. You can always see the sun, day or night. So when you call up that shrink in Beverly Hills, you know the one, doctor, everything will be alright. Instead of asking how much of your time is left, ask him how much of your mind, baby. 'Cause in this life, things are much harder than in the afterworld. This life, you're on your own. And if the elevator tries to break you down, go crazy, punch a higher floor.
Rule number 1, there are no rules.
This is Over the Line on the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 5 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 4 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Stop. Drop. Thanks to our guy Mike from Joey's Song. Always a blast on Fridays for scoreboards and set lists. He's got a great music mind. All right, 608-321-1670 if you want to get involved. The Milwaukee Brewers get a 13-1 win over the Diamondbacks yesterday. And some bad news coming out of it, though. Brandon Woodruff's velocity is nowhere to be found. Could be a dead arm. Not good. Also, more news coming out of it. Well, not the game itself, but if you still love those City Connect jerseys for the Milwaukee Brewers, you can get a fit head to toe now. You can get the hat, you can get the jersey, you can get the pants, and now Nike and Brewers have collabed. They got the Wisco City Connect Nike shoes now. The Nike Air Max 1 City Connects. I'm not kidding. Oh, no. They're interesting. So if you want to get head to toe in the City Connect jerseys, now you can do so. They just popped up on my timeline. The Nike Air Max 1 City Connects. They are the colors, obviously, of the City Connect jerseys. There's a little orange on them. They have the barrel man fielding a grounder over the state of Wisconsin on the tongue. The back of them just says Brewers in that blue and orange City Connect. It's interesting. Wisco Greaves, how much are those shoes going to cost? I would imagine over $100, $110+. That would be my. Hey, they're really leaning into these City Connect jersey, man. Brewers, hey. What's not good, though, is Brandon Woodruff. Brandon Woodruff in the game yesterday, he was up there and he just didn't have it. It was he tried to give her a go, and it just wouldn't go. Pat Murphy was talking about it. Well, let's see here. Our guy Pat Murphy talking about the arm of Brandon Woodruff. Here you go.
He doesn't feel like he's injured. He said, my arm's dead. Nothing's coming out. I think we just have to be really cautious here. We're going to get him checked out. We're going to get him tested. We're going to get him everything he needs just in case with his history.
Yeah, that's tough. So Brewers are awaiting the MRI for Woody. William Contreras, who had a hell of a day yesterday. I mean, he had home run, 4 RBIs. when he was warming up with Woody. He's like, yeah, it just didn't seem like he kind of had it, but still wanted to give it a go.
Injuries, and so all that to say, he would not be on the mound if he was having some issues. And now Pat Murphy and Chris Hook and Brad Epstein, the athletic trainer, all coming out. Something's just not quite right.
Or Woodruff, I should say, trying to gut through this, concerning the velocity way down for Brandon Woodruff. And again, it's not necessarily even the velocity, it's the way that he's getting through the baseball, just kind of nice and easy almost, and trying to guard against something.
Yeah, you can almost tell. He can't quite get specific, but you can tell the way he's kind of showing the Brewers his problems. He has not thrown a fastball this inning, and Woodruff is going to have to exit. He tried to give it a go.
Yeah, just
you can see the frustration on
couldn't
his
do
face.
it, man.
But Brandon Woodruff is going to exit here.
Bummer, big time bummer. You're in the corner of Woody. You're like, damn, dude. Shane Drohan was talking about what the group felt like when Woody went out.
I felt like we were all ready to go. Whatever the team needed, I think everybody down there was willing to do it. Sometimes that can happen. It's part of the game, so you just got to be ready at any moment.
And then catcher William Contreras, will be through his translator, was talking about Woody's early exit and a little more, especially at his huge night, too, on the plate.
William, first, what's your concern about Woodruff? Your level of concern?
No sé qué pasa con el respecto, en verdad en este momento no sé qué tiene o qué le pasó, pero nada, mi respeto para él porque salió a dar lo mejor de él, a pesar que no se sentía bien, nunca quiso salirse del juego y eso se merece mucho respeto a mi favor.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what to say in regards to that. I don't know exactly, what he's got. But that being said, he went out there to compete, and he went out there, with what he did have, and for that, I think he's, it deserves a ton of respect and gets a ton of respect on my part for that.
What does it say about his wherewithal to be able to get guys out while throwing the mid-innings for that first inning win?
¿Qué dice de su habilidad de sacar hasta que está tirando?
Es un pitcher que comanda la zona, es un pitcher que sabe dónde tira los picheos. Esté saludable o no esté saludable, como lo que pasó hoy, pero con todo eso estaba tirando los picheos donde quería, a pesar que no tenía su velocidad, no estaba gente saludable, pero dominó, siempre sale a su mejor trabajo de él.
Yeah, he's a command pitcher. This is a guy that knows where he's putting the ball, whether he's healthy or whether he's not so healthy. So again, tremendous credit for him to go out there and compete. And it's the big who that we all know that regardless of what he has, he's going to go out there and pitch.
Yeah, the big woo. There's a little bit from William Contreras through his translator. Woody, his fastball. Not a single pitch went over 88 miles per hour. I think his velocity never even got over 87. He sat at 85.6 miles per hour on his fastball. Wasn't good for Woody. Let's see here. Little update from last night. I don't think much, though.
Dan, have you ever experienced anything like this where it just wasn't coming out?
Yeah, you can have fatigue, maybe some tendonitis, some bursitis. Pitchers are always going through a lot. I think the concern for me, this wasn't like a 2 or 3 mile an hour dip.
Yes, we're talking 7, 8 miles an hour. And one thing that Pat Murphy said, it's probably going to be some time. Greg, a week to 10 days, you're not going to go from 84, 85 to back to 94, 95. More than likely, there's something going on before this, whether, he was healthy enough to make his starts, and then you keep pushing, because as a pitcher, you want to take the ball every 5 days. As I've told you a lot, I'm always more concerned when it's shoulder-related as opposed to elbow-related. I'm guessing this is going to be a few weeks at best. Can I ask you this? He had to know it wasn't coming out the same way.
But he's battled
when he was warming up.
Yeah, but Greg, he's battled so many injuries the last 4 seasons that the last thing you want to do is say, okay, I got to go back in the training room. I got to let them know I'm not feeling right, because I know what's going to happen. They're going to be cautious with me, and they're going to have me sit down. They're going to reevaluate me, and I'm going to miss some time. And the one thing as a pitcher, you want to take the ball every 5 days. You don't want to be that guy that's constantly in the training room and having to go on the IL. And he's a guy, he might
find his team in there.
Yeah,
They're all there.
Hey,
it's
that's
crowded.
true.
Quinn
Crowded
Priest's on
injury
the
list.
mend. They're expecting Quinn Priester
Yes.
to come back really soon. But the fact that there was no pain, I can't imagine the frustration in a professional athlete to not be in pain or discomfort. Imagine swinging a slow bat, and you're not in, you don't feel pain. You're just, or you're running
just can't do
super
it.
slow, and you're thrown out by
There's
8
usually
steps.
there's usually something connected to it, though. I mean, that you know, leading up to a couple of starts, you'll see a little bit of a dip. How do you feel? No, I feel okay. And I think over the course of time, you keep pushing it, you keep pushing it. But I'll say this: you can't go out there and help the team when you're on the IL or you're trying to skip starts. And this guy that's battled through some injuries, and I'm guessing this is going to be a couple of weeks.
All right, so there you go. There's a little bit from the MLB Network right there. Talking about the big woo, Brandon Woodruff. Again, doesn't feel like he's injured. Doesn't have pain. Just nothing's coming out, man. Not good. No bueno. All right, 608-321-1670. Take a little break here. Stick around. Be right back.
Want to make an omelet, you got to break some eggs.
This is Over the Line on the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
Yeah. This is amazing. What is this? Phil Jackson for show. Phil Jackson for show just tweeted at me. Spotted on Madison's north side. The sign, the street sign, Little LaFleur. Little LaFleur. No. What? How close is that to my house? I'm a North Sider. Amazing. Sorry, I'm Googling right now. Oh, dude, it's not that far away. No. Oh, no. Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson, you son of a gun, you. Amazing. 608-321-1670. Thank you, Phil Jackson. Little LaFleur Lane. Little LaFleur Lane on the north side of Madison. Close to my humble abode. Line 1, good morning. Who do we got? Oh, man.
Good morning. It's Brenda.
Brenda! What's up, Brenda? What's going on?
Oh, so I just got to say, well, I got two things to say. Woodruff was amazing, even though he couldn't throw the ball very hard. Like, to go as long as he did and get as many out as he did, that was impressive.
Yeah? Yeah?
And then my biggest complaint right now is Jones has got to go. He is awful.
Who?
He can't, Greg Jones.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. You don't even know who he is. He's terrible.
I had to think about that for a second. Who?
He's terrible. Oh, my God. Yelich could throw harder than him and better than him. And that's saying something because Yelich was not that good of a thrower out in the outfield. He is terrible.
I don't think Greg Jones is long. He's not long for this world.
He can't bat. He can't throw. Oh, no, he's going to be the first one to go when Trio comes back. And I understand we got injuries, but there's got to be somebody in AAA who's better than him. He can't bat. He can't throw. He's terrible. Like, bad. Really bad. Like, I could throw better than him, and that's saying something because I throw like a girl.
Brenda, it was awesome running into you at Costco the other week. It was nice seeing you.
Yeah, it was good to see you and the little woman.
Yes, it was good. Next time we gotta we run into each other. We'll I don't know. We'll do it at a bar or something, like amongst the Sun Prairie. How about that?
Right. No, we just run into Costco having free samples.
I know. Brenda, how are you feeling about Woody though, and the how are we feeling about the Brewers and all the injuries?
I mean, they are just injury riddled, and it's oh God, and I mean they're doing pretty good with all the injuries. I mean, they have good days and bad days. They're holding their own, so it'll be nice to see what they can do once people actually come back.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be good if they could just stay above 500 till everybody comes back. We'll be good.
Yes.
I think.
Yes, I think. I hope.
I hope.
My fingers
I
are
hope.
crossed. Brenda, anything else?
Right?
Anything else, girl?
Have a good weekend.
You as well, as always.
And
Go
say
Brewers.
hi to the wifey.
I will.
Yeah.
She's got me doing all kinds of projects. Now we got to do a lot of. She's got she wants me to put a patio in the back. So I think that's this weekend. So pray for me.
Oh, we did that a couple of years ago. We got to fix ours this year, though.
I think I'm just gonna hire somebody. Brenda, much love. Have a good weekend. All right.
You too. Bye.
That's it. I said the anything else, didn't I? Anything else? I'm trying not to say that. Line 2. Good morning. Line 2. Hello. Line 2. Going once. You're gone. You're gone. I can't get over this picture. I can't believe this is Madison's North Side. I now that I look at it, I'm pretty sure I've been on Little LaFleur Lane. Oh, the Packers ride it every day. Look at that. On the Madison's North Side, Little LaFleur. It's too funny. Speaking of that, I do want to get back to what Kate Adams had said about the Packers. We did this at 6 o'clock. I'll bring it back up at 9 o'clock, and then I'll play it into what Rob Reichel was talking about yesterday, where the Packers potentially got better and potentially got worse. Some people say the Packers have gotten better as of last year. I mean, we won't know until the season gets underway. But we'll do that upcoming here. And your call is 608-321-1670. Little LaFleur Lane. Phil Jackson, you son of a gun. All right, WKTY, love you guys. See you on Monday. Everyone else, we're going to continue on here. Talk some Green Bay Packers. Are they better off now than they were at the end of the year? How do you feel? Or are you going crazy driving on Little LaFleur Lane? We'll come right back.
So I found myself in the sun. Oh yeah, a hell of a place to end a run. Oh yeah, California fine. Somebody check my brain. California's alright. Somebody check my brain. Check my brain. I walk these streets a creeping fall. Oh yeah. When she sang.
This is a Wisconsin Sports Zone update.
Well, the Brewers got a 13-1 win over the Diamondbacks yesterday afternoon to grab 2 of 3 in the series. Milwaukee got a big day from William Contreras, who hit a 2-run shot and finished with 4 RBIs. Sal Frelick hit his 3rd home run of the season. Tyler Black had 3 RBIs, while DH Luis Rengifo also had 3 RBIs for the Crew. The pitching shut down Arizona throughout, but there was some concerning news as Brandon Woodruff was forced to leave the game in the 2nd inning after his velocity dipped. Here's more from manager Pat Murphy.
He doesn't feel like he's injured. He said, my arm's dead. Nothing's coming out. I think we just have to be really cautious here. We're going to get him checked out. We're going to get him tested. We're going to get him everything he needs just in case with his history.
Milwaukee will now hit the road for 6 games, starting with the weekend series in Washington against the Nationals tonight. Turning to the Packers, they're going to open up their rookie minicamp today in Green Bay. The 2 days should feature the team's draft picks and undrafted free agents, along with some other young players. The veterans, they're finishing up week 2 of their offseason program as well.
For nearly 40 years, ABC Wisconsin Apprenticeship has been helping men and women transform themselves into highly skilled trade professionals. These skills are in demand and provide strong wages and benefits for a bright future. If you're a hands-on person who likes the feeling when you get projects done, apprenticeship could be for you. Go to buildyourcareerwi.org or just search online for ABC of Wisconsin.
The Milwaukee Bucks have their new head coach. That would be Taylor Jenkins, as they're finalizing a deal to make him their new man. Jenkins was a Bucks assistant in 2018 and 19, went 250 and 214, and made 3 postseasons across 6 seasons in Memphis with the Grizzlies. Jenkins, who is 41 years old, will be the 19th coach in the Milwaukee Bucks franchise history. For the Wisconsin Sports Zone Network, I'm Ebo.
Play it safe? Nah.
You gotta fight for your right.
We don't abide by your rules. Sometimes it's okay to get unruly. This is Over the Line from the Alpine Liquor Studio. Alpine Liquors, Dane County's largest independently owned liquor store. Proudly serving DeForest and beyond.
All right, welcome back in. Final hour. I got Corey and Marshall had called in. It was nice hearing from you, Corey. Your phone kept counting out real hard, though. He was way up north there, out in the woods, in the backwoods. Yeah. You were talking, Corey, then all of a sudden I think Sasquatch just severed your line. So hopefully you and Squatch can bury the hatchet up there. No, but yesterday I was talking to Rob Reichel. I'm gonna replay some of his stuff coming up here, talking about where the Packers potentially got better and potentially got worse for this upcoming season. And the algorithm is always listening. Like the algorithm is always listening and catering your timeline to you of what it is it overhears you talking about. Big Brother is always just trying to serve you whatever it is that you think is on your brain. So while talking about the Packers, did they get better or worse? Not the biggest Kay Adams guy. Like it's not really like it's not my cup of tea. Kate Fox loves Kay Adams. That's great. I love that for her. But for me, whatever. But I don't follow her on any socials or anything. She popped up on my timeline though with the Packers and her clip saying the Packers are better than they were last year, and it's time to make a Super Bowl push. And then it's the video, and I was like, okay, I'm curious because all I've been hearing about the Packers is kind of a negativity, right? You know, you got 2 guys coming off ACL injuries, and Micah Parsons and Tucker Kraft. Parsons not even going to be back to start the year. Marshawn Lloyd's your backup running back right now. He stinks. Like, speaking of injuries, that guy, he's played in 10 snaps total, 1 game. You know, Lucas Van Ness just got his 5th-year option picked up. He's the number 2 behind Micah Parsons. And Parsons not going to play for a while. Lucas Van Ness is Lucas Van Ness. He stinks. You have all these, you have new coordinators, a new defensive coordinator, you have a new special teams coordinator. Matt LaFleur has shown time and time again that he can't get anything above the Matt LaFleur seed, a.k.a. the 7 seed, and then he chokes. All break, no gas in the 4th quarter. Jordan Love, I like Jordan Love. Receivers, though, you have, the Tavian Wicks gone, Romeo Dobbs gone, but potential for Matthew Golden to step up, Christian Watson, if he can stay healthy, to step up. You have the secondary that's not really that great, but maybe the draft addressed it. There's a lot of questions. And lately, what we've been talking about, the answer to our questions are, it doesn't feel good about the Packers upcoming. It's like, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And we keep doing the same thing over again, and it's not looking good for the Packers. So I needed, I guess, something, a ray of sunshine in a dark and dreary life when it comes to the Packers. So I thought maybe Kay Adams could give that. So her video popped up on my timeline. I'm like, I'll take a listen. Then after listening, I don't know if I feel better or worse. Kay Adams talking about why the Packers are better than they were last year. Here, take a listen.
Let's talk about the Packers. Green Bay. I thought they took a major step forward last year, and that was before Micah and Jordan Love injuries late in the season. I liked what they had going on. And I hate how the season ended for them, and I think that's maybe why we're not talking about them as much. I'm not making excuses or letting them off the hook here, and the way that things went, that can't happen. That's not like the standard, but it sort of does provide a little optimism in my eyes. Let's not forget, this team was in the number 2 seed spot in week 14 before Micah gets hurt, before Jordan suffers that concussion, and that leads to 4 straight losses to end the regular season. That's why, and the playoff collapse in Chicago, those reasons are wide and sort of out of their hands. I'm not making excuses. Like everyone in the NFL is like that's an eye roll. I get it, but
Did she even give any reasons? I mean, outside of Micah Parsons getting hurt, was there any reasons even given there besides just saying that they lost 4 in a row, then the 5th against the Bears in the playoffs? I don't think I heard anything. I'm gonna rewind it a bit here.
In my eyes. Let's not forget, this team was in the number 2 seed spot in Week 14 before Micah gets hurt.
That's Week 14.
Before Jordan suffers that concussion. And that leads to 4 straight losses to end the regular season. That's why. And the playoff collapse in Chicago. Those reasons are why and sort of out of their hands.
Wasn't Malik Willis like the second coming, though? Didn't people want Malik Willis over Jordan Love? So literally we're just saying the Micah Parsons injury and that's it? Is that it?
Making excuses. Like everyone in the NFL is like that's an eye roll. I get it. But you can't sell me on the fact that they're not better than they were a year ago.
Well, they don't have Malik Willis anymore. It's Desmond Ridder and another guy, I always forget his name.
Right now, especially fully healthy. Don't forget, they lost like their number 1 question mark in Tucker Kraft. That was like a funeral being held for him when he went down because fans know he's the go-to guy. Golden, you got to be better than you were last year. You got to be more used, more chemistry, all of that. I love the vets they added on defense too. Zaire Franklin, Hargrave is there. Gannon, is that not a home run after losing Halfley? I love that. And I love that they went in on defensive talent in the draft with guys like Hamilton, you got to help me. Brandon Cisse.
There you go. You nailed it.
Chris McClellan. Love it. I'm just learning these guys. He's a Mizzou guy, though, the D-tackle. Okay.
Yep, he is a big guy, space eater, going to dominate the middle of that defensive line. Excited about him.
Deny Dennis, and I got it, baby! Okay, and I really like this Trace Mack name. Great name. Phenomenal name. And what I learned about him is he's got unlimited range. Unlimited name. So Goody, all right. He addressed what he needed to. It's all. What else can you expect? I would be shocked if maybe I won't be shocked. This has to be the year. This is for everybody in Waukesha, Wisconsin, home of John Spytek, my family in Appleton and nearby Greenville, everybody at Brookfield Mall eating an Auntie Anne's pretzel. This is for everyone cheering on the Brewers to no avail here. This has to be the year that they push for a Super Bowl.
What? I didn't learn anything there besides that Kay Adams likes Auntie Anne pretzels and thinks people still walk around at the mall. As a guy that likes to go to the mall, there's no one at the mall. No one's really even any Auntie Anne pretzels. I went to Auntie Anne pretzels. Auntie Anne's pretzels. They didn't even have the pretzels ready. That's how few people there are at the mall. I said, hey, could I get a big pretzel? They said, we don't have those ready. We don't have those. Their logo is a giant pretzel. So you don't have I want the pretzel. I'm at the mall. It's rare that it's not, I like to go to the mall. It's rare that I'm at Auntie Anne's. I want the pretzel. They said, we don't have the pretzel. Your logo's the pretzel. They said, we don't have it. You have to wait like 20 minutes. I'm like, I'm not waiting 20 minutes. You're lucky that I'm here at the mall for 20 minutes. I'm not waiting. Kay Adams literally said nothing there. 608-321-1670. Line 1, good morning.
Well, if Kay Adams said nothing, let me try to fill in the gaps.
Please, Vega.
Let me try to fill in the gaps.
Please.
So let's start with where the Packers got worse, in my opinion. Right? We'll start with the bad. We'll end with the good. They certainly got worse at the quarterback position. Right? Jordan Love has missed several games in the last 2 seasons. Matt LaFleur has been electric with his backup quarterback. I know obviously they lost a couple of games at the end, but it wasn't due to Malik Willis. Dude threw 6 touchdowns and 0 interceptions over the last 2 years. That's exactly what you want as your backup. And he had the Packers in a position to win both of those if the defense didn't, just give Baltimore the game. And then obviously we know what happened against the Bears, right? So I think backup quarterback is a position they are unproven at, right? We'll see if he can find another guy like Malik Willis, but that's worse, right?
Yep.
Inside linebacker, Zaire Franklin. Well, one of my favorite Instagram accounts, it's Film Watchers 1. I just sent you one of the reels on Instagram.
Is that what you sent me?
But he does a full breakdown on why the Indianapolis Colts had to get rid of Zaire, and he shows like specific film. And I tell you what, if you thought Quay Walker was over pursuit, and Zaire Franklin's coming off his worst year of his career, right, in terms of tackles, in terms of PFF, every measurable thing that you want to do. And then you watch this guy break down his film, and you're like, oh, the Colts were just excited to get rid of this guy, right? So we got worse at inside linebacker, obviously got a little bit cheaper. And then the other position that I think we got worse at is the offensive line, right? Elton Jenkins, for all of his struggles, now we're going into a year with no depth, right? So I don't know if the starting five are going to be any worse. But if you lose any of those guys, the guys that we plugged in for Elton Jenkins are now the guys that are starting. So what's behind them? So that's unproven. I think we probably stayed the same or maybe got a little worse. And then the last one, and this is a toss-up because I know how controversial it is edge rusher, right? Was Rashawn Gary the problem or was Jeff Hafley the problem? We have no idea. We have no idea. We did not see Jeff Hafley succeed without Micah Parsons. You remember his first year, they scored 30, the opponent scored 30 points every time they played a decent team, right? So Rashawn Gary might go somewhere else and all of a sudden pop off. But the other guy that they lost that we forget about is Kingsley Enagbare, right? That dude was kind of a firecracker on the field, came in. And so will these rookies be able to replace the production of Kingsley and Rashawn? We'll see. So that's edge. That's where we got worse. Where we got better, your skill positions. I think we got better by reducing scope and having a more focused receiving room, right? Matthew Golden, Kay Adams, what the hell are you talking about? This guy didn't get targets at all, right? He needs to be better. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? That's like
It wasn't
saying,
even used.
That's like teams needed to be better when they don't get a single moment of practice during the offseason or during the season, right? That's like saying the special teams can't commit penalties when you're getting guys off the practice squad, throwing them into a penalty kick, right? And then not giving them a single session during practice to figure out who's doing what, right? Special teams is nuanced, right? So I think they got better at receiver by reducing the total number of bodies, and you're going to have a more targeted approach there. And I'm excited to get Tucker Kraft back. I think he's going to add to the receiving room. So receiver plus. Cornerbacks plus, right? Are you kidding me? Keyshawn Nixon was CB1 last year. That's a nightmare, right? And so you go in, you get Cisse out of South Carolina. That's a plus. He's going to be immediate plug-and-play impact, hopefully, right? In theory, this could all be proven wrong shortly.
Yeah.
And then the last spot they get better, I think they got better at defensive tackle, right? I'm excited about this draft pick. He's going to be a rookie. We're going to lean on him a lot. But they also still have what's his name out of Georgia, Devontae Wyatt coming back. I think they got better at up the middle, plugging up those holes with big bodies. So that's kind of my breakdown of what got worse, what got better. Now, how is it going to impact the season? I don't know. Luckily, we have an absolute trash schedule when it comes to matchups. I think we're with the NFC South, or what's the crossover this year? It's another division where you look at it and you're like, oh, all four teams are bad? Thank you very much. So I think we're probably a playoff team again, probably a 7th seed.
The AFC is the AFC East and the NFC South.
NFC South, right? So what was the best team? So who's the stink quarterback, right? Like who's playing quarterback for the Cardinals, right? These are Falcons. These are trash organizations.
Yeah.
So you have four games against that, basically the Big Ten West of the NFL. And can you go 4-0 there? That's probably going to lock you in at least a 7th seed. And then it's obviously Jordan Love has another great year. Josh Jacobs stays healthy. Xavier McKinney, Micah Parsons. They've got dudes all over this roster. And so Grant said the other day after looking at the draft, after looking at the holes we plugged, this absolutely is a Super Bowl roster. Xavier McKinney, Josh Jacobs, right? Micah Parsons, Jordan Love. You have dudes on both sides of the field. Devontae Wyatt, he's a stud, right? We'll see if Cisse can come in and, these rookie quarterbacks often do well. So we'll see if he can come in and make an impact. They should be able to contend. The big problem, their head coach can't pee at a urinal if there's another guy standing next to him.
He can't be in a trough either. Imagine a trough. No way. There'll be no way.
Yeah. Big Cat's got to bring him into the Barstool office because I know they picked up one of the troughs from the old Bills stadiums, right? They bought it and they've moved it to their office, which is just the most Barstool thing ever, right? He's got to invite Matt LaFleur in and put him to the test.
Yeah, give it a try. Vagabond, always a pleasure, my man. Always a pleasure.
Hey, big news, personal life. The ground is breaking this summer, Evo.
Yeah.
On a Culver's that is going to be, if I throw a Frisbee from my deck and it catches the wind just right, I'm going to be able to hit this Culver's.
Hey,
so I don't know what that's going to do for the weight loss regimens, but there's a Culver's,
we'll walk
2 blocks away from my house now.
Well, you'll have to just walk a little more. Okay, walking. You ever eat a burger alone in your car? Like it's good, but also you feel like a sad piece of crap. You know what I'm saying? You ever done that?
Oh yeah. I was a traveling sales rep.
Yeah.
that was
Sometimes you're
focused on
sitting there,
restaurants.
you're just pounding a burger alone in your car, and you just feel like a fat ass, like it's just a depressed fat ass. This is how you counteract that. You walk to Culver's, Vagabond, and eat the burger while you're walking, and that'll make you feel better.
I'm gonna have to take. You take the short way there, and you have to take the long way
Correct.
home. That'll
Correct.
be how we counteract that. All right, Ebo. Have a good
Good
weekend,
weekend,
man.
man. See you, buddy. Line 2. Good morning.
So I'll tell you right now, you can just tell by Kay Adams' voice, she did not sell me.
No, not at all, Mason. In fact, by the end of it, I think, if anything, she just sounds like your typical Packer fans that has no reasoning behind it. They just say, we're winning it all this year, which I appreciate.
She uses the same tone that my wife does when she's like, "Hey, can you move the stuff from the washer to the dryer in 15 minutes?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Just never quite get around to it.
No. It's funny.
So not paying Rashawn Gary, I guess, is addition by subtraction, but like think about it, like Dobbs is like our number one separator, and he's not with us. So how did we get better? Our corner room got better, and that's about it.
Yeah. You don't sound too confident, Mason.
I'm a realist.
Yeah.
Did you watch the NFL draft this year?
I did.
Highlight of the draft. Howie Roseman does it again. And when Mekhi Lemon was on the phone with the Steelers, all of a sudden, like, when he's sitting there in the green room and he's like, "Why, Philly calling me?" Oh my God, I lost it. You should rewatch that video.
It's good. It's good.
I don't know if it's my type of humor, but the rest of the week, me and my wife just all day. Why, Philly calling me?
My wife and I have been quoting a lot of Love on the Spectrum to each other. Interesting, my lady. Yes, my lady. I don't know if you get into that at all, Mason, but maybe give it a try.
No, that's good.
Per se. Interesting. Yes, interesting per se. Mason, anything else, brother?
Well, I just wanted to let you know I'm currently at Target in line for some Top Chrome football cards because they
Nice.
are not easy to find.
Well, hey, I hope you pull some good ones, brother, all right? All right, man. Much love.
Take care,
Have a good
buddy.
weekend, man. See you, buddy. Yeah, interesting. Yes, my lady per se. Line 3, good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
Mississippi
So,
Drew.
What's up? So as long as we got Frady Matt at the helm, we can only take it so far. But it is. I agreed with almost everything Vagabond had to say, and I hate. It's rough going anywhere behind him because he covers so much so fast. And it's all good points.
Don't worry about him.
Anyway,
You just blaze your own trail. Just blaze your own trail.
I agree with pretty much everything he said. The only thing I will say is I'm starting to get a little worried about Josh Jacobs. He is a special player mentally. I don't think he's that special physically, and he might be starting to break down. I hope that's not the case. But, I mean, once you start getting fluid on the knees over and over, it's
no good.
Things get tough for those guys. But mentally, I love his attitude. I love the player he is. I hope he stays healthy. That'd be great. I think Kraft is going to have a good season. I think he's going to have a good time out there. But the other guy I'm worried about is Christian Watson. To me, he's just a track star with good hands, and I can't see him staying healthy. I just can't see him staying healthy. I hope I'm wrong on that too.
More will be revealed. We'll see what happens.
He has the potential for big games. We've all seen it, but I don't know. He's just so fragile. But
you got fragile Josh and scaredy cat Matt. Oh man.
Yep. Frady Matt.
Frady Matt. Frady Matt. Drew, the boat's in the water. We ready to get her going, baby?
Oh man, boy, are we ready! It's in the water. It's looking beautiful. the tops popped off it. I'm going to go back out this afternoon, start vacuuming it and putting the vinyl polisher and treatment on it. And we're going to be golden.
Matthew
Hopefully,
Golden.
Sunday.
All right. Well, do we christen it with a little champagne, a little Busch Light apple,
A little margaritas.
Margaritas. Lime on the rocks, tahini on the rim.
Oh yeah. Yep. You got it.
Beautiful. Hey, we love you, brother. Have a good weekend.
All right. You too.
Thanks, man.
Later.
Hey, where was I? Where I got a margarita, and I like tahini on the rim as opposed to salt. Don't get me wrong, I like salt, but I had so I got tahini on the rim. They charged 50 cents for tahini on the rim. I'm just gonna bring my own.
Yeah.
Hello, line 4.
Hey, Radio Kaylin and Kate Fox reporting live
Oh
from
my
Chicago.
gosh, what are you two turds doing?
Hey, Evo, first of all, what's up with everyone talking so slow today? This is what I think. Christian Watson just doesn't want to block. Josh Jacobs is just middle of the pack.
How
running
drunk
back.
are you right now?
He's going to kill it with a buzz cut. No, we're absolutely sober, but we
Bull.
just really
I
wanted
saw
to let
Kate's
you
private
know.
Snapchat. You guys are boozing hard.
Well, okay, we really called this morning to let you know that we saw a full-grown man with a torn ACL get carried out of the bar last night by his torn ACL.
Hang on. Hang on. First of all, where are you?
Chicago.
Why are you guys in Chicago? What are you doing?
Q106 event for. We're going to the Cubs game. We're going to the Cubs game, and then we're seeing a country artist perform.
Now, I know that you're responsible, but what's Kate's blood alcohol at right now?
I am not drunk. She's really not. She just sounds.
As she slurs her words.
These are my first words of the day. So.
So what happened now?
Okay, so we had a great night, honestly. We were at this bar, and this is when we knew it was time to go. Homeboy was a full-grown man. 25, big boy. Big boy. With a torn ACL, like full brace on at the bar.
Okay, so he's got a brace on. Okay.
Yeah, like, and he's got the wrap all the way up and down the leg.
Mhm.
The brace is not movable. It's still at like it's like at the straight line.
Stiff leg. He's like pirate walking around. Okay, yep.
Yes. Full blown stiff leg. We see the bartender come burning around the corner for security. Yeah. She's like, this guy has got to go. Yeah. Security carries the man. Security first trying to tell him, like, bro, you got to go. And he's like, no, I do not have to go. And then they're like, no, you got to go. And finally they grab him. And then as they grab him to go, he, like, dramatically falls on his ACL. And then they're trying to get him to leave, but he's, like, putting his torn ACL into the ground. So they just start grabbing him by his torn ACL and get him to leave. Do you think they're getting sued?
No, I don't think so. My question is, Kate, how was your McChicken at 3 o'clock in the morning?
It was 1. It wasn't that late, Evo, but I would just like to point out that Kate is an anti-McDonald's girl until she's had the perfect amount of drinks.
Well, I know she's a basic white chick. I know how they operate. I know how these basic chicks operate, Caitlin.
Don't ever call me a basic white chick one more time, Evo. I swear to God.
Okay, basic white chick.
I'm getting in my car and I'm gonna go through the.
You probably shouldn't drive. Well, you guys have fun, okay? What concert you seen again?
Evo, we miss you. His name's Madden something. Oh,
sounds like a great time.
Have a great day, Evo.
You guys too. Have fun. Talk to you on Monday.
Okay, bye-bye.
The hell was that? I don't know if Kate remembers that she has me on her private Snapchat story. The girl's boozing till like 3 a.m. You can hear it in her voice. Dominating a McChicken in bed. I saw it. I seen it with my own eyes. All right. We'll take a little break. 608-321-1670, unless you're Kate and Kaylin. No more calls for you. We'll come right back.
Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
This is Over the Line.
I'm your Huckleberry.
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds. All right, a little quickie right here, nearing our end on this
fine Friday. TGIF. If you're going to crack a bottle, make sure to go to Alpine Liquors. They're in beautiful DeForest. That's the spot, man. Alpine Liquors, that's the spot, baby. Crack a bottle. Don't act like a snobby model. Packers, better or worse? I did want to get to what Rob Reichel had to say. So you know what? I'm going to do a little bit of that. Rob Reichel joining us yesterday. Robbie, he's got articles coming up this weekend from Forbes.com about where the Packers potentially got better and worse. Rob?
Yeah, I'm going to put a couple of those things up over the weekend, Evo. Areas I think they're going to be better at in 2026, and areas after the draft, we start to get a lot clearer indicator of where things are headed. Now they can tinker around with the roster a little bit between now and September, but for the most part, I would say, at least 50 of the players who are going to be on the final 53 are in Green Bay today. So we've got a pretty good guess, Evo, where they're going to be better and where it looks like they could be worse. So where do you want to start with?
Well, how about let's I like to start with the bad and end with the good. Where do you think the Packers potentially took a step back, Rob, coming up for this upcoming season? You just give us a little peek into the article.
Sure. Well, I think first off, Evo, there's no question, no matter what happens, they're going to be worse at backup quarterback. You don't lose the best backup in football in Malik Willis. And I mean, you saw he was a hot commodity in free agency and got a nice contract to go down to Miami. He was 2-0 as a starter in 24, won another game for him down in Jacksonville with a big last-minute drive, and he was even better in 25, Evo. His passer rating was 146. I mean, just crazy, right? They will be worse with either Desmond Ridder or Kyle McCord, and odds are that's going to be Desmond Ridder. So a guy who didn't get it done in Atlanta, Evo Ridder, bouncing around a little bit right now. He's about 1-1 on his career touchdowns to interceptions ratio. So I think they'll be worse there. Right now, Evo, I don't think they have a number 2 running back.
Really?
You and I have talked about it. I mean, I just don't know how there can be any faith in that building in Marshawn Lloyd, right? 10 snaps in 2 seasons, 1 game that he was healthy for or played in. So 33 out of 34 games, Evo, in the regular season he's missed. He's missed both playoff games. So, boy, Evo, if that's your number 2, you think Matt LaFleur prayed when he had Anders Carlson? Think how much that's going to
yeah, that's funny.
When he has Marshawn Lloyd, Evo. Good Lord, right?
That's funny, Robbie. That's sad,
bad.
too. It's very troubling. Like, how could you have any belief? Do you think maybe the potentially, like, come roster cut downs or this or that, they'll pick up, like, a veteran running back potentially?
I think that's very, very likely, yes. Let's see. I mean, Evo, if Lloyd somehow makes it through the summer, which I would obviously bet against based on his track record and his history. Yeah. He's given you no indication that he can be that guy. But let's just say he has a good summer and he gets 45 carries in the 3 preseason games. They run him like crazy, right, or whatever, and try to make him prove that he can, play and be durable and stuff like that. And they come out of that feeling okay. Maybe there's a chance he's your 2, but I would bet against that, Evo. I would say right now their number 2 is probably on somebody else's roster, and Chris Brooks will stick around because he's a really good pass protector, but he's more of a fullback, kind of a John Kuhn type player, a little bit different, but a little bit like that, where you don't want him running the ball as much as Emmanuel Wilson did. Emmanuel Wilson, Evo, he was a pretty good backup. He doesn't get a lot of pub when we talk about the guys they lost in the offseason. But Wilson's going to be, and he's proving to be a little bit of a tricky guy to replace. So, no, Evo, I think that's a real good bet that Green Bay's number 2 running back could be on somebody else's roster as of right now.
Okay.
And then Evo, I think the other place that they are definitely going to be worse at in 2026 versus 2025 is their overall depth. I think they were really deep a year ago, where they could take some hits along the way, and they did take some hits along the way, and from an injury standpoint, and they could pop in a guy who maybe wasn't as good, but there wasn't a precipitous drop off outside of Parsons and Kraft. For example, they probably got better Evo at center when they went Sean Ryan over Elton Jenkins, and they had some other positions like that. I mean, your guy Hobbs went out and they didn't get worse. I mean, Hobbs would have been a starter. And they had other spots like that along the way. But Evo, when you look what they lost this offseason, right? Malik Willis, Romeo Doubs, Quay Walker, Rasheed Walker, Emmanuel Wilson, Kingsley Enagbare, Rashawn Gary, who obviously wasn't very good, but, he played a ton of snaps, Colby Wooden, Dontavian Wicks. I mean, Evo, they lost a lot of guys who played a ton of snaps. And then their free agent signings were minimal, and they had 6 draft picks.
Yeah.
So their depth, Evo, is worse. And, I mean, we know it in Green Bay. They're beat up every year. They're cautious with their guys. They're going to have an injury. They're going to have multiple injury situations. And, is the fall from the starting left tackle to the backup left tackle going to be precipitous, for example? Is the fall from, Christian Watson to the next receiver going to be, dramatic? It might be, Evo. So
Sure.
I just think the overall depth, right? You need all 53 of those guys to play at some point during the season. I think their overall depth is worse, Evo.
All right, Rob. Let's do the yin to the yang then. You went negative, or not negative, potential step backs. What about where maybe they got better, Robbie? Let's end with the positive, baby. What do you got?
Yep. I like how you structured this, Evo. We'll finish with a high, leave them wanting more, right?
Exactly. I always do, Rob.
Evo, I think the receiver group's going to be better, and it's because I think they're going to have defined roles. And actually, while they probably had more competent bodies last year, the playing time was just split too evenly, and they're going to get their most explosive guys on the field a lot more. Watson, Golden, Reed. That's assuming they can all stay healthy, which is a stretch, right? Because none of them have proven that they can, stay healthy for an entire season for the majority of and I know Golden's career is young, but Jaden Reed only played, less than half the year last year, Evo. 7 games, I think he had 19 catches. Christian Watson's always been beat up. But Evo, Watson played about 40% of the snaps last year. Golden played 43, and Reed played 16. Okay, so those are really low numbers of snap count. They are the 3 most explosive wideouts and were a year ago on the roster. If they can get those 3 guys, Evo, to play 70% of the snaps or something, that passing game is going to be really, really good. I mean, Romeo Doubs led him in snaps, almost 75%. And again, Doubs is a nice, serviceable tool, but there's not this, right? There wasn't a ton of explosion necessarily in this game. Watson's under a 4.4. I mean, he's a 4.3 guy. Golden's a 4.28, 4.29 guy. Jaden Reed led him in catches his first 2 years. He's got a ton of explosiveness once he catches the ball. So, Evo, if they can keep those 3 guys on the field, that passing game and their receiving group is just going to flat out be better.
Yeah. All right. Rob, I like that. So are we going to have a nice little year for Jordan Love coming up then? Maybe a little MVP year with the wide receivers better, Robbie, as long as we're staying healthy?
Well, I don't think the football team's going to be very good, so I don't think it's going to be an MVP year for anybody. No.
I just don't think they're going to be very good.
I think they're right back in that 7 hole, Evo, where they've
That's the Matt LaFleur seed, Rob. That's the LaFleur seed. Well, Rob, we were talking a couple times ago, and you said talking to some people in the know that they had the Packers finishing 4th in the NFC North.
Right. Again, we're going to get into prediction season here, right, coming up.
Yeah.
But I mean, and the schedule comes out in 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks from today, or it was 2 weeks from yesterday. And we'll see how this all falls. But we know the opponents. I mean, so that that's not a surprise. Yeah. They do get the AFC East, which probably isn't a bad thing, right? The Dolphins and the Jets are going to be bad. Now the Bills and the Patriots should be good. We'll see what happens in New England, right? They've had more drama than anybody this offseason. And
I haven't heard of any. What happened there, Rob? What happened there?
Right. Yeah. Well, you might want to go to that crazy thing called the internet. And check that out when we hang up here, Evo. But they also get the NFC South, which is a pretty good thing, right? There wasn't a single team in that division that was plus 500 a year ago. Mm-hmm. You had everybody in the NFC North plus 500, and everybody in the NFC South under 500. So. That's pretty good, right? To get Carolina, Tampa Bay, Atlanta, and the Saints. So that part of the schedule, I think, is going to be good for them. But boy, Evo, twice a year with the Bears, Lions, and Vikings right now isn't an easy deal, and that's 14 of your 17 games. So, I mean, I don't know, Evo. I think they're right back in that 7 hole the way we look now. But I mean, Love had his best season in 2025. I mean, his touchdowns to interception ratio was almost 4-1. I mean, the guy's a dramatically ascending player still. I back to that thing with his wideout. If Kraft comes back and he's even 80% of Kraft from what he was last year, that still gives you a top 10 tight end in football. So you're really good there. Jacobs can catch the ball. So no, Evo, I think Jordan Love should have a really big year. I just don't know if he's got enough help on the offensive line and what that defense is.
There you go. Rob Reichel, good and bad, potentially, what happens for the Packers coming up for this upcoming season. It was not that, actually, Goose Eggs. It was not that. It's not what you thought it was. That was just me wanting to hear from Rob Reichel. We'll take a little break here. Stick around, be right back.
Watch you talking to the microphone. I got a backup mic right here.
This is Over the Line.
Check 1, 2. Testing. Yeah, they both working, and guess what? They don't like no feedback. What's up?
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 5 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 4 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
All right, welcome back in. Little shorty right here. People calling in. Might as well say hi. Line 1, good morning. Who do we got?
Bumblebee Tuna.
Bumblebee Tuna. Excuse me, AC in Partyville. Your balls are showing.
Yeah, it's AC in Bonerville. Not these days. Hey, awesome interview again with Mike on Joey's song.
Yeah,
That is so cool. And what I love is you don't ask those low-hanging fruit questions. You kind of give him something, and then he just kind of riffs and just talks.
Yeah.
Like those worst sports interviews is when the interviewer goes to the player, how big was that 4th down conversion? Well, yeah. What a dumb question.
It's big.
Let the guy just riff.
I know.
So
Thank you, AC.
and yep, and love the music talk too. That was so great. And when he said something about, maybe a guilty pleasure, whether it was Madonna and certain songs that you wouldn't think you would like. When I got my last tattoo, Father Figure by George Michael came on.
Oh.
And the guy tatting me looked at me. It was kind of like in Tommy Boy when they look at each other in the car, and he goes, "I can handle it if you can." And I went, "I gotta admit, dude, I love this song." So he cranked it.
Yes.
It's so cool.
Yes.
Hey, if the music sounds good, who gives a crap?
Exactly.
Don't judge. I hate that crap. Elton John and Rob Halford are gods.
Yeah.
So what if they do what they do? So what? So,
Yeah, who cares?
right on. And this sucks about Woody. I hope for the best. But Vrabel, I'm starting to think is a dirt ball. That's embarrassing. If I cheated on my girlfriend, I hope I would get my ass kicked. Don't tell me you're going to therapy. What's a therapist?
Hey, 24-hour power session. It got him through. It worked.
Yeah. Now he's all cured.
Yep.
And here's $1 million. Here's a ring, sweetie. Pulled a Kobe Bryant. Bogus.
AC, have a great weekend, brother.
Yep, you too.
See you, man. See you, AC. Line 2, good morning.
Well, things ain't always what they seem, so wake up, Evo. It's Mad Max and the Tunnels Under Racine.
Oh, Mad Max! And Grant just sat down right in time, too. Woo!
Oh, this is good. This is good.
Hey, Mad Max, what's going on?
Yeah, that's actually why I wanted to wait till the end to call in, because I thought I could talk to you both, because I'm off work today, so I'm, so not in the office, and had a few other things going on, too, so been listening on and off, but I saw people in the live stream were complaining about how tame the 9 o'clock hour was today, and I thought I would be the guy to fix that.
Mad Max, it's like Batman when he saw the signal out in the air, up in the sky. He's like, that's my calling, and here I am. Love it.
Yeah, it was the guy in my Twitter profile pic screaming over the Foxconn Dome in Racine that started lighting up, and that was my signal to come out of the tunnels and call in.
The warning light in the tunnel started flashing. What's on your mind, Mad Max? Hit me with it, baby.
Yeah,
Whatever you want. The world is your oyster.
Yeah, so just with the Brewers, it's sad about Woody, as I talked a little bit about with Grant last night, but overall I think they're in a pretty good spot. I think when they got in this, they kind of got bit by the injury bug pretty early. We just said, well, for the first month or two, they just need to hold their own, stay with the pack, and not fall too far behind. And they're above 500 despite not playing the best baseball, and it's been pretty painful watching guys like Greg Jones get regular at bats. And who does he think he is, challenging a ball strike call in like the fourth inning and losing the last challenge of the game? That pissed me off. Now
Horrendous.
That's something that I think he should have been booed about.
Yes.
Regardless
Booing
of
works.
what
Booing works.
regardless of what the woke Karens, who are stuck in the HRification of culture say.
Yeah.
Because I think booing
works.
Booing
Look at
fine.
Trevor McGill.
It
It worked for
works.
Trevor McGill.
Yeah, and I think it's important to boo the players now while they're still humans, because when the clones take over and and social credit scores get in full go into full swing, we're going to get in trouble for booing.
Mad
for
Max,
booing these
just
guys.
wait till it's transhumanism. When human and machine start melding together, you'll boo one of these transhuman athletes, and they'll send like a Boeing missile right up your ass from the field. So I mean, you got to be careful,
Yeah, did you see that Alex Jones video from about a week ago? He was talking about how the Netherlands is looking at actually legalizing human cloning. They're gonna make it legal to clone babies from like 2 men, 2 women, like someone by themselves, and possibly even human and animals. And they're not going to create humans.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the end of humanity.
I could go on and on about all of this, Mad Max, but alas, yes, you are correct. The end of humanity is nigh. It is coming. Just wait. The 4 horsemen will ride soon.
Yeah, and all these compliant, overly obedient Karens who lose their mind about people booing and enforce the HRification of culture. Those are going to be the compliant ones who just take the mark, no questions asked.
Yep.
Sheep.
You get it, Mad Max. I'm just out of time, brother. I'd love to continue on. I just got to sneak one more commercial break in. We love you so much. Thank you for spicing it up. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Have a good weekend, guys.
Thank you. Man. There is one more person on hold. I
wonder who that is.
Mississippi Drew already called in. Real quick, who's this?
John from Edgerton.
John, beautiful. That was a perfect matchup for Mad Max to you. Johnny, what's up, baby?
Hey, me, you, and Mad Max having a beer together, forget about it.
Dude, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Hey, I'll make this real quick. So I'm concerned about Woody because of a personal experience. So for me, I started pitching when I was in 5th grade. I had an irresponsible coach start showing me how to throw junk. I was on an American Legion traveling team and did pretty well. But when I got to be 18 years old and I started the season, I was just getting shelled.
Yeah.
And we figured out my velocity was down. I didn't have any pain. But my pitching career was over. It was just done. I mean, it was gone.
So you think
Woody's
done?
I think Woody's done. If he doesn't have any pain, I think it's over. But I didn't pitch in the major leagues. I was just a traveling American Legion thing. But it's very similar. Like I said, no pain. It was over.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny, we love you,
That was
brother. Have a great weekend, man. And stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. See you, man.
We'll do.
See you. Bye. See you. I gotta hit a break.
Before the head explodes. You've got to kick him off the tour. He's not breaking any rules.
This is Over the Line.
But it's a disgrace to the game.
On the Wisconsin Sports Zone Radio Network.
Over the Line will resume in 3 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 2 minutes. Over the Line will resume in 1 minute. Over the Line will resume in 30 seconds.
And just like that, it's over. Grant, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Glad you could sit in for a Mad Max call with me.
Good afternoon. Good night. Show's over.
Yeah. Have fun in lacrosse. You got a couple shows coming up.
Playing a couple. Kick around outside.
Nice.
Good time. Probably drink some beers. I don't want
Drink
to.
many
but
beers.
Probably should.
Yeah. Force me, would you? Well, you have fun. And, I don't know. Have a great weekend.
You as well, Evo.
Thanks.
Doesn't have to be
I got some
complicated.
landscaping.
Doesn't have to be complicated.
I got to lay some flagstone for a patio, I think the wife's on a mission.
I see.
And I am I'm the worker. We'll see you guys Monday. Bye-bye.